Everyone who hated can finally see what I've become. The biggest independent artist rapping in America. So now when they talking, I really have to bite my tongue. Cause mentioning their names will make them famous and that's what they want. I can't do no features to say who my favorite rappers are. Cause chances are those rappers were actually talking trash before. How am I supposed to act like a man when I cannot respond? Laugh it off and let them think I don't have the balls. It's awful, dude. You probably could have even made a song or two. But since you talking, I can never even acknowledge you. Do a joint with me and that record would change your life. But you lost that opportunity by hating on hype. Talk to big dogs, we privately hear it. But we publicly ignore y'all. It's not cause we fear it. It's cause there's nothing else to gain when you've already made it. And chasing clout while we already famous. I don't what people who don't with me. 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 Let them pop trash, I won't pop back if they want that. Type in all caps and it's all cap, fall back. I get called back, no response track. With the bomb back, suck my ball sack, probably want that. Ew. Hey, give me all the hate. You know how it go online, ain't nobody safe like. Hey, see me face to face, probably want an autograph and brag about it for days. Like, hey, biting my tongue, you want your 50 minutes, boy, but I ain't the one. Like, hey, you don't get along, but I ain't making you famous saying your name in the song. Let them pop trash, I won't pop back, cause they want that. Type in all caps and it's all cap, fall back. I get called back, no response track, with the bomb back, suck my ball sack, probably want that. Ew.
3, 2, 1.
Hey, what up, fam? Welcome back to the channel. It's me, your girl Lacey, here with your girl Carol with an E.
Hey guys, that's me.
And we have a special guest.
We do. The one, the only,
CaptainCurt.
Hello, how are you?
Doing fantastic. Very excited for this.
Yeah, we were. That's why we said something yesterday. We were like, when? Okay, sure.
Wait, listen to more Tom McDonald music? We don't ever do that.
Yeah,
ever.
I don't know which time out. Never heard of the guy.
But yeah, so for the audience who maybe doesn't know our history, know you, tell us a little bit about you and kind of what kind of brought us to this little event.
Well, Lacey, I found Lacey through, I think it was around the time Y Boys dropped, when Upchurch dissed Tom.
Yeah, it wasn't long after that.
And I seen like your loyal dedication to Tom, and I started picking. I started talking shit, and she started defending Tom, and it actually wasn't bad between us because I think like I immediately recognized that you had like an undying loyalty to Tom and how much you really appreciated his music, and I was like, there ain't no way I'm gonna convince her that this dude's climbing on top of baby carriages and doing anything wrong, you know what I mean? Like, so I let it be, but here we are. Full circle.
Full circle.
Here we are.
Well, I was a fan of Tom. I liked the Brave album, Brave 2. I actually have an album review to that. And then I think I let influence of friendship change my perspective on the dude. You know?
Yeah.
That happens sometimes.
No, absolutely. I feel like that's reasonable, you know?
Yeah.
I was mad at him for wearing the baby thing. That's what really lit me up, right?
Oh,
you remember?
Him and Adam doing that promo being
Yes.
like, with the fake pregnant belly.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was two things. It was that, and it was the White and Black song with Dax. But I've learned some things since then that I completely appreciate that song a lot more than I ever thought I would. But I really liked it. I thought, man, you come out and you got these big powerhouses on the track. You know what I'm saying? Two independent artists working with a mainstream artist would have been a better approach. But I learned that at the time he wasn't a mainstream artist, Dax. He was definitely independent until this song actually dropped. So there was a lot that was going on there. But here we are.
Yeah. You know, It's funny. Originally, Adam and Tom had asked Ryan to be on that song, and it wasn't
that one. It was a different one.
Oh, was it?
It was White Devil. It was called White Devils.
Oh, okay.
Well, he turned it down. Is the point? He turned it. Yeah, as well.
He just didn't get to work. He didn't get to work. He had the opportunity to do it, and Adam and Tom work, dude. They get it done, and he was sitting there twiddling his fingers on Instagram, and it was time to move on. So
I'm not that mad about it though, because Demon is
he fucking
so
killed that
good.
shit.
He did so good on that song. That's definitely one of.
I agree.
I mean, that whole album is just, it's hard to pick like a favorite song, but like that is definitely such a good track. But yeah.
Well, it's interesting enough that you're here because I always knew like about you, but I always stayed out of it.
Yeah.
Like for the most part, I'm one of those people. Like I'm not always a hothead, like in a chat or whatever it is. That's our common joke. Like delete. Like I'll fire off on something and then I delete it. But you get me live, I have no filter. No. Like I will just pop off, and it's way different because there's no delete, right?
I'm just
like
over here poking the bear
and like
and
yeah,
shit.
she does poke me to make me fucking like crash out on the internet. But
tell us what you think about Ren.
shut up. So, but yeah, usually I can self-contain online sometimes. It was some of the newer stuff, like some of the hate we got after Tom mentioned us in a couple lives. We got a little bit more hate, and at that point, I just kind of fired off because one thing you're not going to call me is a clout chaser, bro. Like,
Right.
We've been following Tom long before we ever had YouTube. Sit the fuck down. Like, nothing to do with that.
Did you say something about clout chasing?
Yeah.
That's funny. Wasn't there 3 of you originally? Wasn't there one other person that you would do these?
Yeah, we had another channel, the Bitter Betty podcast.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking about. That's where I originally found you. There wasn't even speaking in lyrics yet, I don't think. I think it was the Bitter Betty podcast.
Yeah, so we were the Bitter Betty podcast was a separate channel, and I had Lacey Media Productions, which is
Yep.
But like, well, even before that.
No,
like,
you were Tova. You were
Tova
Tova.
Reacts.
Yeah.
Because I was really nervous to like use my real name because people are freaking crazy, and I wasn't really sure about people, and so then I was like, all right, this is cheesy. I don't like it. Like I feel more comfortable being myself now. So then I rebranded to Lacey Media Productions, and did that for a long time and made HOG content, and then we did mostly reactions and stuff, and then we started doing interviews when. We did Brandon Hart, and then shortly after that was like Hard Target and Simple Man right after the like dismiss started happening and stuff. So and then that channel ended up being retired, and so Carol joined me and we rebranded over here and made it like our own.
That's cool.
Cliff Notes
That's
version.
really cool.
Yeah. So we've been speaking lyrics now for over a year. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I remember that whole little transition into speaking. I thought it was smart. I thought it was wise. Like, you guys had great energy in that. I don't remember the other lady. I know you guys all wear cat ears.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it was cool to kind of just see you grow through the YouTube. I think we all watched that growth from all the different content creators. It was fun to watch y'all's.
It's funny when you go back to those first reactions. Like the very first reaction I did was by myself, and it was right a few weeks before we started that other channel. And it was a stronger version. Man, my setup was trash. Like the lighting was horrible. I had a shit camera, a shit laptop. It was laggy. Like, But
I started out on a phone.
Yeah,
so,
no, she started on a phone.
Like literally, I would just be like on my phone, the worst quality ever. We'd always have super bad echo. Like it was terrible. And then we upgraded to I had a laptop that I was able to use. And our supporters funded it for me.
Yeah, we did like a little fundraiser,
and that was really sweet of them, so that way I could get off of I'm sitting there holding this phone trying to keep it steady, it was horrible, but it was fun. And I used to be super shy on the camera, and now I give no fucks on the camera.
Right.
I don't care, and what the weirdest thing for us is we were at an Adam Calhoun concert, and we were standing in line, and all of a sudden I see this lady, and she's looking at her phone, and she's looking up, and she's looking at her phone, and she looks up, and she goes, "Are y'all Lacey and Carol?" And we were like, "We are." They're like, "Can we get a picture?" And I was like, "Sure." Like
now famous.
Like that was just that. I think that was the weirdest one for me. And then like somebody else, the same damn concert.
Yeah.
It was like, and then we went to the Redneck Rave. We get out of the car, and they were like, "Hey, is that Lacey and Carol?" And we were like,
yeah, it was like
yes.
Mud Daddy,
Nuggy, yeah. But there were some folks there that, and as soon as we get out of the car, we were like, "Oh, well, what up?"
And they're from T's chat, so
Ain't it cool how you can start with a phone and have an echo and have all this crazy stuff to go into being recognized at a show? Like, ain't that pretty neat though? Like,
it is.
But we talked about that, like meeting just in time, and then Hard Target, Simple Man, Adam Calhoun, Tom McDonald, like, and we've interviewed all of those folks right here on this channel, and that is just crazy to us. Now for us, it sometimes gets a little harder. for one, well, just be honest, sometimes females aren't always the favorite go-tos.
Right.
You know, and so that makes it sometimes a little harder, or they can't possibly know about music or rap music or whatever it might be. And so they just breeze right past us. And they don't care, you know. Or we have some folks like, we can't react to Tom like everybody else did, you know, and do song after song after song after song, and then you know, you just keep building your channel based off of Tom, because that happens. I see it happen all the time. We can't do that. We were big fans of Tom way before YouTube, and you know, we were doing anything on YouTube, so we'd already heard all that shit. So we can't we always do real reactions. We don't ever listen to a song prior to. Doesn't matter who it is. It's always that first time in that moment every time. So we unless Tom drops something new, we can't do anything with it.
Didn't just recently, like a couple months back, wasn't it your birthday?
It was. That's when we went to Cali.
Yo, okay, so I was on the fence, like, Tom might be a better dude than I thought he was. Like, he might really be that guy. And then still didn't know. But when I seen that, I was like, yo, I think I actually reached out to Lacey and said, that is awesome. Like, that is so cool. And took the time to go get tattoos with you guys, to go have lunch with you guys on your birthday. Like, that speaks volumes, because he didn't have to do that. You know what I mean? He could have acted. I mean, there's a lady with the echoing phone with the camera too close to her face wearing cat ears. He could have just dismissed it, because, like, what do you bring to, and no disrespect by saying it, but what do you bring to his overall, you know, in the scheme of it, it's not much, but to him, it meant the world. You know what I'm saying? So that was dope. I gained a lot of respect when I seen that. I was like, yeah, that's different. You guys went pretty far to go out to his house. It wasn't like you just went, you know, a couple states over. It was across the country.
Yeah. Well, we were going there anyways. Like, literally, I'd never been to California,
and I'd been like a handful of times. And I love the state.
I wanted.
Well, that's even more impressive. That means he put you in his freaking calendar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And went out and made sure he seen you while you were there. So that was dope.
Yeah, you know, it was really cool, because I mean, you know, a lot of people know, like, we've been, so I'm not always, I'm very personal when it comes to any kind of like friendship or relationship with Tom, but I've been talking to Tom for years. So, you know, it wasn't like overnight and then all of a sudden we're like, hey, we're in California, and he's like, oh, great, let's go to da-da-da. Like, Tom already considered us friends. You know, we were just internet friends, you know, at that time.
That makes sense.
Just besties.
Yeah. And then we got to meet him in person and then had that conversation, you know, and then he did that first shout out, and then everybody kept saying, thank you for bringing Tom back to us. No, guys, we were just had a conversation with the man, and whatever it is, it put things in perspective for him. So if it helped him in any way, then absolutely that makes me happy, you know.
So he's got like a HangOverGang Discord?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hear him talk about that, hanging out in the Discord with you guys.
Actually, cool. And the Discord is kind of dope, because it's like the place you can go to kind of get away from all the political BS and all of that. And it's literally just talking about, like, just sharing our like things we go through in our life and everything. You don't have to
pineapple
go in there
on pizza.
like I mean, fun stuff that's just like everyday life stuff. You don't have to go in there and worry about debates about politics. Like, there's a time and a place, like, that's the entire world outside of it. So it's a nice place where HOG can go to talk about to bond and everything, and it's like a drama free zone.
That's actually
for the most
how
part.
we met.
Yeah. We met in the
cool.
Discord.
We met through his
cool.
Discord. Yeah, that's how we met. I met Lacey in the Discord, and then from there we became friends. And then I went out to Texas twice, and met up with Lacey and Mel, which was the one from the other channel, from Bitter Betty's. We went out there, and then she moved here to Ohio, and moved in with me it's been a year now. It was a year in June. You know, and she came out here. So, you know, I mean, she was like,
family.
okay.
It's become family. Yeah.
For 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. There's not many people like that I would definitely like. So I'm definitely like a ride or die type of person. So like, if you're actually, if you're either an acquaintance to me or you're like my best friend, like, I don't really have like an in the middle, you know? So that's just kind of like where I sit when it comes to some of that. I don't know. I just,
that's cool. That speaks volumes. It shows that he's building, like, you know, personal friendships and relationships in these Discords, and not just there to promote his music. You know what I mean? Or promote his music video.
No, like even in his Discord, like you could say, for example, and it doesn't have to just be me, but anybody. Like if you were talking to Tom, say on a Thursday, right, and you told him that something was going on in your family life or whatever it is in that Discord, if you go back in on Saturday, he's gonna probably, if he sees your name, like, hey, how's grandma, or how's blah blah blah. Like he would definitely follow up, and that is with literally anybody that's in that Discord, you know.
That's pretty cool.
He's very open and likes to communicate with his fans a lot, which is great because he built a family, not just a fan base.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. Yeah, you can see it.
He has a pretty strong presence on X, formerly known as Twitter. The artist formerly known as Twitter. But there's a like Patriots Prayer podcast or something like that he's done some live, like, it's like a, what do they call it? I can't remember, but it's like a stage type thing. So it's like him and then like the two hosts, and then everybody else is like muted, and then you can like raise your hand to come up and ask questions potentially or whatever. But he talks about stuff on there. Like he does a lot of stuff to like connect with actual people, like outside of just the big, you know, news interviews or whatever. And so people get to know him on a way more personal basis than they do a lot of artists. As private as he is, he lets a lot of people into his world. And I think that kind of sets him apart from a lot of people. But I noticed that too with like, you know, Adam, Hard Target, Simple Man and stuff. The people that are loyal to them, they kind of interact with their posts, liking stuff that even has nothing to do with music, which I think is cool. And I think that also connects people, and that's what creates that loyalty, is when you have that connection. You know what I mean? Because you feel like you know them as well as you can on the internet, I guess.
Not only that, but I don't think a lot of people know that about Tom. I think a lot of people think he's just here, drops a song, and he's out of here. He's gone.
Yeah.
He doesn't interact with his fans. He doesn't. I disagree. Like I even seen the other day, Simple Man was messing around with him and put a post up about. And he jumped in the comments, and I was like, "Yo, that's different," because I haven't seen that. I've always looked at, like, I've always checked out reactions from Tom, and I see him every now and then in the comments, depending on what song it is. But I never realized how much interaction he really had with his fan base. You know, I always thought it was, let me put everything behind a paywall. You know what I mean? And I've learned that is furthest from the truth.
Yeah.
No, he actually is a very, very, very genuine person.
Him and Simple Man follow each other on Instagram now. I mean, I think Simple Man was, already following him, but now Tom follows him too. I went and looked because I'm waiting for this collab, dude. I'm like praying for it.
That would be interesting. That would be really, I mean, two completely different sounds. You know what I'm saying? Both inspired by like core hip hop. So I think that'd be dope.
Yeah, it would be so fire. Like, just.
But yeah, no, it was I don't know, it's definitely interesting, and like getting to know Adam, right? Because like so many people know, I've told this story a couple different times, but you may not know, I used to have the biggest crush on Adam, the biggest crush on a married crush. I've
heard you talk about it.
I always say married crush, right? But then once you meet them and now you've interacted with them, it changes like the whole like aspect of how you see that person, because they went from this person just on your screen to now they're an actual person, and so it like separates everything. And so I was kind of like, well, damn, I kind of liked crushing on Adam, but now it's like, well, what up, bro? Like,
it humanizes him. It makes you realize that he's just an ordinary dude. He ain't no, he just got a talent, and he was able to showcase the talent. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. And he's so chill, like in person. Yeah. Like,
ain't that wild?
I know, like he's such a humble, like kind of more quiet type gentleman, like, which is funny to me because you see him online in his posts, and he's, you know, it's not performative in the way that like, but you like, he's passionate about something at whatever whatever the subject is he's talking about. Usually if it's like politics or something, he's very passionate about whatever subject it is, so he's very animated or whatever, but he is like the chillest,
almost kind of shy.
Yeah, almost kind of shyish, like just nicest guy in real life. Like he was such a nice gentleman.
Yes.
it was a pleasure to be able to talk to him and everything, and he was just really cool.
Yeah, and he was our first interview in person, which was really weird.
Yeah, that was a little more
That's really
nerve-wracking,
cool.
because I was
That's
like,
really cool.
please don't let this recording fuck up.
Yes, I know. We're like, fuck. We're like on his tour bus, like, and sitting there. We're like, well, fuck.
I mean, like, I had these thoughts of, like, what if there's no audio? Like, what if, you know, what if all, like, and then so as soon as his family had just gotten there, so he goes off the tour bus and we're sitting on there, and the first thing I do is check the audio. I was like, please let this have recorded well. And then it did, and I was like, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, sweet baby.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, he was like, I'll be right back. And then it was like some time passed, and finally Lacey and I were like, we're just gonna get off this bus because I'm uncomfortable, like just chilling on Adam's tour bus and nobody's on it. Like we need to get off this tour bus. So we did, and then that night we went to say bye to Adam, and he was like, where'd you all go? I was looking for you, and I was like, bro.
Yeah. No, he's such a competitive person. I think that's what we see on the internet, and you look past that. He's just a good dude, like you said, calm, respectful, but he's so competitive in his craft. I feel like when he sees the YouTube or he sees anything music related, that competition turns up, and he's gotta perform. And when you're competitive, like I kind of look at it like this: like if you've ever played any competitive sports. When you're put under pressure, you might succeed 60% of the time.
Yeah.
But there's that 40% where you do something that you could have done a little bit better, or you maybe shouldn't have done. And that's kind of how I look at Adam. Like, he's coming out here with his best attempts to be competitive and win for the lane for himself or his family. He's going to mess up every now and then. You know, I even see Tom did it. I seen Tom do it during the 4th of July thing where people were getting in his comments and he was giving them hell. It was funny, but he was kind of taken away from the message that he was putting out because of a couple asshats in the comments.
Yeah.
And you can't look at somebody and gauge their talent based off of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but that's all we have to see on the internet, you know?
Right.
Yeah, and that's what's so funny, because usually, like, Tom can be really good about ignoring, like, some of those comments. But every once in a while, you're going to get one that's going to
Sometimes he just got time today.
Sets him off, and he's just like, you know what, buddy?
I got time.
Fuck you.
Well, I could tell you he pays attention, because I think it was the first live he did announcing his new music video that was about to drop, and he was in the tank top, and he was sitting in front of the window, and he was about to go do something. And I think he said he's got a barbecue plant, whatever.
Yeah.
And I said something in the comments. I asked a question, and I had been paying attention. He had been reading the name, so he would say, "Oh, Joy says hi, April," or he's like, "Oh, Miss Tabitha wants to know, we're just chilling, listening to live." Well, when he got to my comment, he said, "This person says," and he didn't even read my name, and he went right to what I said. And I was like, oh, he definitely pays attention, you know, and he don't let you know he pays attention, but he'll let you know, you know what I mean? Like, I could see it.
Yeah, well, he even says it in Bite My Tongue. I don't know if it's in the part that's in our intro, but he says, like, we privately hear it, but we publicly don't acknowledge it because, like, you know what I mean? So, like, Tom sees a lot, and he, you know, whatever, but he just isn't always going to say something or react to it necessarily. But yeah, I think he does notice a lot more than people think he does.
Yeah. Well, like I said, he's good at ignoring. Like that's the thing. Like, he'll just simply ignore. Like, he
way
sees
better
it.
than me.
Yeah, me too.
I'm the first one to be like, hey, shut the fuck up and sit down,
Would you
bitch.
say it's ignoring, or would you just say he knows that his fans deserve better? You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's a little bit of both, right? It's like, don't feed into, because like part of it is the engagement will, like, you need haters, right? Because they will propel the engagement of something, because there are.
Well, he speaks about that in his music.
Right.
Like, the haters definitely fuel him, right?
Yeah. But it's just, I don't know.
Yeah, I think that he does. I think that sometimes, kind of like what you're saying, like, he ignores to not take away from what the purpose is, right? Or whatever's going on. I also think he ignores sometimes to not fuel. So like say somebody said something about Upchurch in the comments, right? And he decided to go ahead and respond to it. Well, now Church's mouth our name came out of his mouth, right?
Right.
So he doesn't, and then that causes more than that back and forth, and then people will expect more of him or expect more of that.
Yeah.
And he doesn't necessarily want to engage in that type of drama, right? I think like maybe having a banter about politics or having something like that is fine, but like a lot of rappers or a lot of people go after Tom. A lot of people do. And they do it, to me, in my opinion, it's all for a clout chase, right? Because Tom's a bigger name, so let me drop his name, you know? And then now, if he says it, now he gave you attention that, you know, it's bringing it to you. And what's the purpose of that? Now he just made you bigger,
right.
you know?
Because
So he's not going to help you.
He doesn't get anything out of that, you know,
No,
especially if it's a smaller artist. And he talks about that, too, in, like, a song like Sweetie, which is one of my favorites.
Which is one of the ones that's on here that we do.
Play that one. Let's start with that one, because I've heard a lot of people say, "Hey, Kurt, go listen to this. What do you think about this? Check this out. What do you?" And
all right, sweet. That's one of her favorite songs.
It's one of my favorites off both of those albums. Period. I'm so glad he finally said it out loud. And a lot of people have speculation on who it could be towards. I think it's towards several people. Mm-hmm. You'll understand what I mean when I say it.
We'll play it and let's see.
Yeah.
All
right.
Let's
So
see.
we'll start with that. We have a list of the ones from the two albums where there's unreleased that we can't listen to. But so we
this
have
is one of them though that you can.
have a list.
Okay.
Do you want to play it from your side so you can stop it when you want to? Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Let me.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Shout out to the chat. We've seen y'all all in there. Thank you for showing up today. This is going to be fun. So, and to answer, I know it was a Gkin7. So it was like the hater part of it came in a long time ago, and a lot of it was, Kurt was friends with somebody else that we'll just say wasn't a fan. And stuff. So it's been an evolving type of thing, but he's not a hater. He has a lot of respect. So we're just going to introduce him to some of Tom's music.
Other stuff, yeah.
You know, because a lot of times the biggest songs that get heard are all the political ones because controversy sells, right? Like it's definitely going to be more viral. It's going to be the most whatever. Because somebody was like, Tom doesn't even rap anymore. He hasn't put out a rap song in like over a year. And that's when Tom responded to. He was like, I literally just released like Auntie was like a couple months ago, and then Equality before that, 2 rap albums, all within 2 full rap albums, the ones you have, like in
like several months.
It's been like 8 months, right? So like he's put out several rap songs. He just doesn't always want to do just that thing, you know?
That makes sense. And I'll say, I don't think it was, I think the dude was actually a fan of him. I believe that Upchurch was a fan of Tom. And I believe that he thought that he was going to bite some of the clout. And when it didn't work, he had to kind of backpedal and figure out another direction to go. And that's when you seen him start taking shots. And there was a comment. I wish I could find the comment. I wish I could find the video. But there was a comment where he's calling out to Tom and he says, "What are you going to do when I start going after everybody around you?"
Oh.
And he starts going after Nova and questioning like her past marriage, which was fucking weird, right? He goes after Adam. He goes after Mises. He goes after Adam at first, and then he starts poking at Adam, and Adam won't respond. So then he starts firing off at Mises, and Mises bit the bait and started going back at him, and then Adam started going back at him, and at that point I felt like he put out another diss track to Tom, and then I feel like he recognized that ship had sailed. Like they're not biting off of it, and you're not gaining the loyalty that Tom's fan base had. I don't think a lot of people recognized. I think people thought it was simply just these people are all in his comments every day. They're just fans of that through the comments. But there's way more to the Hog family, if you will, right? Like you guys are in Discords, you know each other's routines, you know each other's days. So it wasn't some random dude off the internet's going to drop a diss and everybody's just going to pull their support for Tom. I think that's what he thought would happen. And when it didn't happen, he didn't know what to do. So, and I've seen videos where he tells his mom how dope Tom is.
Yeah, it's backfired because I was a fan of Upchurch.
Right.
Then you went after Tom, right? And Tom is my favorite. So it didn't take me one thing, and I was like, all of Church's songs gone out of my phone.
Yeah.
Fuck you, buddy. I'm out. Like, you wanted to draw a line. Well, there it was. And
I will still listen to Die Tonight because technically it's Adam's song, and Adam's verse on that is just dope. So
hey, I don't mind a lot of his music still. It's just, it's not believable anymore to me. Like a lot of the stuff, like the older stuff, I question it. Like I'm like, were you really doing what you know what I'm saying? So that, you're right. It did backfire because it took away credibility from the individual. It took away, are you really out here to support independent musicians, or are you out here just to gain a little traction for your own channel? So you're right. You're right. 100%.
Yeah.
All right. Sweetie, when you're ready.
All right.
I got it up in the back. Yeah, there we go.
Let me switch that around a little bit. Okay.
And this is off of Declassified, right? This is the album he just dropped. It was like the compilation album.
So technically it's off of, I think Truth Hurts. So Truth Hurts and No Lies is what you have. Declassified has a few songs from those two albums, plus a bunch of other songs from older albums that were never released. So,
it's on this album?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, number 11.
Yeah.
Number
So
11. Okay.
this is when me and Carol first heard this song, like we were going wild. Like I was like, yes!
Yeah.
I've been wanting a song just like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're excited for you to listen to this one for sure.
Oh, I am.
All right, let's go. Tom McDonald, Sweetie.
All right.
Boy, if I diss you, that's a promo. Boy, if I diss you, that's a promo. Homie, that's a freebie. I do my thing solo. It's so clear you need me. You gon' want a photo. One day when you meet me, you think that you hard, but we know that you a sweetie. Who needs friends when you got ops? It say Rolex on the watch. It say Lambo on the seat. Ain't nowhere to put my pop. Hey. Living in their head, I got a lease. They wanna beef, ain't saying anybody's name without a couple million lease. I don't pay attention, unless they pay for my attention. Dog, I'm independent. Get every penny, I'm a legend. They don't hate me, they just trying to pay their bills and all that. They say my name and then they probably get some clicks on that track. Being the guy is not a team sport. Ain't gonna beef, I got it. I'll go ahead and tell me, what would we even compete for? The kettle hot and I got chamomile and cream for it. Really wanna let the tea pour. But if I diss you, that's a promo. Homie, that's a freebie.
Hold on. But wait a minute. So you're right. He literally is saying in this, like, dude, I'm not even, if you ain't bringing something to the table, I ain't talking about you. Like, even as a hater, like, that's why that is wild. I'll let the tea pour. I wonder what he knows, bro. That's
right.
That's the thing.
Oh, I guarantee you he knows plenty for sure. Now, if someone huge dissed him, right? Like if it was like an Eminem or one of those like level type mainstream artists, then it would be worth going through a back and forth because Tom would have something to gain from it. But a little independent rapper who has like not even
a million followers,
or like has like a couple thousand followers, like what's the point?
Well, I like the Lambo. I like the Lambo in the beginning because I just seen not too long ago there was another hater talking shit, and he went out and bought another Lambo and put him up. He was talking about the red Lamborghini, right? That he just bought. So it was kind of funny to see that. And there's an individual that had a Lamborghini. So I think he's just kind of like, hey, bro, I got this Lamborghini. I like this. I never knew he was coming like this. And his enunciation of his words are perfect.
So good. Yeah.
Yeah, you can hear what he's saying. He definitely takes pride in getting through his bars without, muffling his words in order to make them fit.
I agree.
All right, let's go.
If I got it, I'll go ahead and tell me, what would we even compete for? The kettle hot and I got chamomile and cream for it. Really wanna let the tea pour. But if I diss you, that's a promo. Homie, that's a freebie. I do my thing solo. It's so clear you need me. You gon' want a photo. One day when you meet me, you think that you hard, but we know you a sweetie. 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 You the sweetest. No one's sweeter. Boy, you sweet. Boy, you sweet. You a sweetie. You a sweetie. You a sweetie. You a sweetie. You the sweetest, no one's sweeter, boy, you sweet. Who needs love when you get hate? Think it hurts, but I feel great. They take shots, but they can't aim. Big ass smile on my face. Hey, living in their head without a mortgage. I ignore them. If I say they name, then they become important. That's so boring, I don't got the focus. Too irrelevant to notice. I got Billboard #1s that been signed by the POTUS. They don't hate me, they just trying to get some clout I don't need. Like, who's the GOAT? Who's the then tell me why is it me? Being the guy is not a team sport. Ain't gonna beef, I got it, I'll go ahead and tell me what would we even compete for? The kettle hot and I got chamomile and cream for it. Really wanna let the tea pour, but if I diss you, that's a promo.
He said being the guy is not a team sport. Like,
Yeah.
bro, I'm not supposed to be out here, you know, handing you guys W's. You got to go get them on your own. Like, hey, this definitely is directed at somebody.
Or somebody's.
Yeah.
No, I think it's some. Wow, I don't know the history between everybody else and Tom, but he's definitely to call a man a sweetie. He's definitely taking some jabs at him, you know. And that dude's just got a little bit of extra weight on him lately, so it kind of fit. Like, stay out of that honey bun cabinet.
Yeah, a lot of people either think it's about Ryan or they think it's about Webby.
Oh, yeah.
And
Well, I seen Chris Webby just threw a shot at him not too long ago. So.
Yeah, he's been taking shots.
He's been taking shots.
And they're never like...
They're subtle.
A lot of them are subtle. There's one where he literally says, like, I'll say things Tom McDonald won't even say. And I'm like, really? Like what?
Yeah. Well, that's kind of like, okay, so I kind of look at that a little different. I got a little respect for Chris Webby because he's not being disrespectful with his... You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
You gotta kind of understand, like, Hard Target told me you can't be disrespectful if you're not being disrespectful. And I'm like, oh shit. So like, and that really stuck. Like, dude, if you're not being an asshole, you can still get your point across. You know what I mean?
Yeah, his shots definitely are like at least centered around something like it.
They're more snide.
Yeah,
like the one where he threw the dart at the dartboard. Is that the one you're talking about? Where I think he says like. He's talking about Tom McDonald and he throws the dart in Tom McDonald's picture on the dartboard and Dax.
Oh, no, I haven't seen that.
Listen, because honestly, like a lot of it, like I'm just like, nope.
Yeah, I
because then I'll get fired up.
I'm just like, besides that, I've never been a fan of Webby. Like, it's just not my type. It's not my style of rap. Not that he's not talented. It's just not my thing. But like, and then you add on top of it taking shots at the homie and... You know, so I'm not going to seek him out to talk shit about him or like bring him up all the time on the chat. Like, I'm not going to do that. We're not going to do that. No. You know, I'm not going to hate someone just because they don't like someone I am friends with or whatever. But like, I'm just not going to fuck with you. Period. Right. Yeah, like, I'm not coming in your comments. I'm not listening to your music. I'm just not going to fuck with you. Yeah. So.
Yeah. All right. Let's go. This is the rest of this. I like this one. Hey, what a great way to start this though, because I feel like he's really a lot of the stuff that you said in the beginning of this video that we did
solidifies what we said.
It solidifies what you said. Yeah, because I think, and going back to the comments, like I don't think he attacks the people in the comments for any more than he sees his fans getting irritated with those people in the comments. Yeah. So then he will mention, hey, asshat. Yeah. Like the hockey jersey. Yeah, me make hockey jersey. I was like, this motherfucker's talking like it, you know, so, but he was funny with it. Yeah. And it got the person to kind of like eat crow and either keep talking shit or just sit down there and talk to themselves. So, yeah, no, he's definitely talented.
Go ahead and tell me what would we even compete for? The kettle hot and I got chamomile and cream for it. Really wanna let the tea pour, but if I diss you, that's a promo. Homie, that's a freebie. I do my thing solo. It's so clear you need me. You gon' want a photo. One day when you meet me, you think that you hard, but we know you a sweetie. 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 You the sweetest. No one's sweeter. Boy, you sweet. Boy, you sweet. You a sweetie. You a sweetie. You a sweetie. You a sweetie. You the sweetest. No one's sweeter. Yeah. Boy, you sweet. Boy, you sweet.
The only problem with that song is I wish it was longer.
I know. One more verse.
Yeah.
I needed one more verse.
He usually is a 3-verse or 2-verse and a bridge, but...
Yeah,
it was 2:30. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. You're right. It could have been a little bit longer.
Yeah, I definitely could have used another verse. But that's just like... The beat is fire, you know, the flow, the whole the whole vibe of the song I just fucking love. Like, I love the sassiness in it. Like, to call a grown man a sweetie. Yeah. You ain't tough, you a sweetie. Like,
that's irritating. That's gotta be irritating. You know what I'm saying? A guy that ain't responding to anything you say about him, and then he puts out a song that's a subliminal at you, calling you a sweetie, and it's kind of like, that's gotta be irritating, you know?
Yeah, that's funny.
Especially because no one really knows like who he had in mind when he was writing that, and so all of it is speculation. So you can't say that he was talking about like this person or this person. He could have been talking about all of them.
None of them. He could have been talking about none of them. Could have been talking about some dude on the side of the road. You know?
Right.
People are always like, "Oh, Tom doesn't ever respond." I'm like, "Oh, he responds in a no response kind of way, right? Like he will put stuff in songs that I'm like, oh, I know who he's talking about.
I know, which is why I think we should go to this one and say what we think about that one.
Yeah. So God Mode.
God Mode.
Okay,
it's a bit longer.
When we say a bit longer, it's 8.5 minutes. It was originally supposed to be 10.5 minutes, but he ended up rewriting some of it and then adding some stuff, taking some stuff away.
What am I doing?
And it ended up 8.5 minutes. But there is a part at the end of the song that majority of us believe is actually at Ryan.
Is it on the same album?
No, it's a video.
There's actually
a
music video to it.
Okay, hold on.
But
yeah, definitely want to do God Mode. Then maybe we'll go to something a little softer.
Yeah, and I like what Mel said up here earlier about like she said. Where did it go?
Let me go grab my drink real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, I might take a little bathroom break.
1 second.
I don't fuck with people. Don't fuck with Tom. She said, well said, Lacey. I mean, I am a sucker for Webby's voice, but I don't go out of my way to listen to him. Yeah, and see, and that's like the thing about music is that like everybody likes different stuff,
right?
And that's okay. You know, and I don't care how talented you are. Like I'm super loyal.
Crazy.
But I also am not going to go out of my way to hate on anybody who doesn't necessarily deserve my hate. Like, he didn't say anything about me, but he's taking shots at my friend. So I'm not going to fuck with you, but I'm not going to sit here and talk shit about you either because I don't fucking know Webby. Like, I don't know anything about him, really. So I'm not going to talk on my ass about someone I don't know anything about. I just won't.
Great lesson. I had to learn that lesson. I had to say I can support who I support without agitating the people that don't support him, if that makes any sense.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
I didn't need to do any, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know, right?
Yeah.
You're going to support what you like regardless. It kind of goes back to like I'm a Toyota or I'm a Ford or I'm a Dodge or I'm a Chevy, dude. Like they disrespect each other all the time about that vehicle. Right. But outside of that vehicle, they don't talk about their family. They don't talk about their friends. They don't talk about their past life. You know what I'm saying? So that's a great lesson.
And I honestly don't like blame. I don't really blame you though because like you were good friends with Ryan. So like why wouldn't you believe your friend? Like I have more respect for you for having your friends back than and like for people who don't know like Kurt has met Ryan in person. Like they've hung out, they've spoken. Like this is not just a one-off type thing, right? So it's but when like if Tom told me something about somebody else, like I'm going to believe him because I trust him, right? Yep. Now, if Tom has never let me down. He only technically lied to me once, and that's only because I guessed who the feature was on the song, and he couldn't say it, right? So, but you know, but I think that we just all had to kind of learn and see how it all unfolded, and as it went on, like Ryan literally like went after or stabbed all of his friends in the back, not even just artists but like you and Ripta and the list goes on. Guy a list of you know, it's like why would you do that? To me that doesn't make any sense.
His own cousin like just it's sad to be real with you.
And the more you see him do that to the people who are closest to him, who were loyal to him, it calls into question everything else he's ever said about any of the other artists. So.
Yeah, 100%. That is a big contributing factor to why I started like looking around and thinking, wait a minute, bro. When you went after Tom in the beginning, how much respect you had, it was the biggest competition ever, and now we've spun it into this web of bullshit about this dude. Who else have you been really bullshitting about? You know, and then you learn a lot about it, and like I also went back and kind of paid attention to his previous rap battles of the people that he's went after, and it wasn't like that. It was different.
Yeah.
They kept it on the mic. They kept it, you know, they would throw little shots and talk shit, you know, make videos or whatever, but it wasn't to the extent that he went at Tom. It was different. Like he wasn't calling him like he's crawling on the top of the baby carriage and he's talking about this dude's out trying to manipulate babies, and it's like, dude.
For one, that's not it's not
well, have you ever heard that song?
Yeah, I've heard it.
Okay.
I it was about indoctrinating children through our
He
government
was-
and through our
In that first visual of him balancing on top of that crib, which is still crazy to me. I mean, he was a wrestler, so I mean, I know he's got good balance, but I'm like, I would have absolutely like trying to move around like that. My ass would have been falling in the crib, off the crib. Like, I would love to see the BTS on that one.
yeah, that would be
how like him just trying to get the balance right. But he was the system, like over the baby, like as soon as you're born, like the system is coming for you type thing. So he was representing the system in that video.
Wasn't this song put out around the time that he dropped that Y Boys track?
It came out not that long after. For sure. Like you will never see Tom like respond even subliminally right after the fact. It'll be later on. But
2 years ago.
my theory, I think of a lot of our theories when he said he had rewritten some and added some, taken some out and everything. I think the last part of the song is part of that. I have to give a big shout out to Tracy because she's the one who like she was a teacher before and she's really well versed in history, and so I think she's the one who put the pieces together on that one.
Okay.
So, and I'll explain when we get there. It's the end of the song. So, but I think when we
3 months
explain
later.
it all,
This would be
like,
3 months later.
3 months later.
Yeah.
You know, Y
Not
Boys
even.
still hasn't reached 1 million views last I looked. And it wasn't that long ago.
No, it hasn't. But it was, this Y Boys was January 30th, 2024, and this was dropped April 12th, 2024.
Yeah.
So like two months and a few days.
So, and I mean, he planned it perfectly because like Tom and Ben came out with that Fact song on that Friday, and I think that Monday was like when Upchurch had said like, I'm coming for you, or
When he was standing in the shower.
yeah, when he was standing in the shower, like that was such a weird way to do that. You know what I mean? It's like not, it didn't come off as very tough to me, like in the shower.
Hey, you know who Uncle Ray is?
Yeah.
Dude, do you see his prof stuff he does in the fucking shower? I'm like, Uncle Ray, what are you doing, dog?
Oh God, no! Don't do it.
He was in a suit in the shower, washing himself in the suit in the shower, like, because I guess Prof dropped that new album, and there's a couple scenes where he's doing some shit like that. And I'm like,
that's
no,
so funny.
get out of the shower, bro. Upchurch made that thing not a good place to be, bro.
No, definitely not. So I'm excited for you to hear this one. This one covers a lot of shit that people don't necessarily know about Tom. So I think this is going to be just as informative for you as it is like, this is 8.5 minutes with no hooks. This is all bars.
That's wild. That's wild.
Like it's super
And flow switches, a lot
flow
of them.
switches.
Well, didn't he?
cadence switches, beat
Wasn't his
switches.
Mac Lethal disc similar to that?
Yeah, no hooks.
No, yeah, it didn't have any hooks.
No hooks.
Yeah, it didn't have any hooks. He has a couple of songs. I'm Sorry, No Response, Don't Look Down. None of them have
No hooks.
They don't have any hooks.
Yeah, but the first one he fired off at him, I remember it was super aggressive, and it was pretty long. And then the No Response came after it, right? And then he was done.
Yeah. Well, so yeah.
So there was so with Mac Lethal, there was two discs. He had this
There
bait
was
track.
Bait track, which
Yep.
was Lethal Injection.
And then
Yep.
Mac responded, and then Tom put out Mac Lethal Disc 2.
Yep.
And then nothing else, like Mac didn't put out anything else for a year after that. And then
No Response.
Yeah, and then No Response. I can't remember if I'm Sorry or No Response came, but they
I'm
were
Sorry.
both. I'm Sorry, and then No Response. But those were both in, like, because right after that happened, a shit ton of people came out and started trying to diss Tom. Like, friends of Mac, fans of Mac, other independent or, like, small rappers that wanted, you know, the clout, the attention. And so that, like, he'll let it build and build until he needs to get it out, and then it'll all come out in a track like that. And so this is kind of one of those tracks.
Yes.
One of those. All
Yeah,
right,
it's not
let's go.
just at one person. It's covering, like,
it covers a lot. Yeah.
a lot of shit. So I think you're gonna
Buckle
like this.
up.
Yeah.
Tom McDonald God mode. Let's go.
I've been hearing that they think my political music is boring. Tell them I'm sorry. I've been rapping about things that I feel are important. I can talk about how rich I am, all these little rappers that I'm bigger than. I can show you the impact addiction had, how the liquor turned me to a different man. I'm not the kid who was visiting Disneyland. I'm not a perfect Christian, have a sinner's past, but I sobered up, prescriptions hit the trash. Now I'm sitting back with 50 billboard plaques, $20 million and 1 million fans. Middle fingers flipping, I can't flip them back. I'm so independent, so they get the message. I've been spitting facts, I'm not a fiction fan. I am the truth, I am the GOAT, I am the proof. You can reach every one of your goals. You can be too drunk, way too high, but it's never too late to have hope. I am the one, I'm gonna preach. You can reach every one of your dreams. You can be up against the whole entire world, and you can beat them if you just believe. They've been saying I'm Illuminati and I'm going to hell. They're desperately searching for any excuse to explain why I've done what they can't do themselves. The only way they can make sense of my famous claim I worship Satan and labels of health I don't have any.
Hey, when he did that I'm the Illuminati, he does the voice from what was the name where he's on top of the baby carriage?
Oh yeah,
the
system. Yeah, he has a deeper, like distorted, almost like it's like a demonic type of distortion on it that makes it deeper, and it's just behind his vocals, which always makes it sound so cool.
And it's literally all the shit I was saying. Like, you know, he's fucking singing about political shit, nothing from the heart. He's like, what do you want me to go to Disneyland? He's like, I'm sorry I didn't grow up going to Disneyland. He's literally responding to a lot of the hate that was coming his way during that is wild. And he played back and used that demonic filter in that same area just to kind of let people know, hey, I heard you, but this is what you get.
Your dreams, you can be up against the whole entire world and you can beat them if you just believe. They've been saying I'm Illuminati and I'm going to hell. They're desperately searching for any excuse to explain why I've done what they can't do themselves. The only way they can make sense of my famous claim I worship Satan and labels of health I don't have an advantage. It's natural talent, your ego is damaged. Admit that you failed. I remember back when I was the only political rapper. What the hell happened? All of a sudden everyone who never gave a damn got political and started rapping. Tragic, I should be flattered. Man, I created the genre, they practically jacked it. Acting like they're in the conversation, they ain't nowhere near it on a different planet. This is not YouTube, this is upper echelon. President of Sony on my telephone. I get what I want, how I want, when I want, until the day that I'm dead and gone. The internet in love with beef, they want rappers at war. But I don't care who's coming at me, I swore that I wouldn't do disses no more. The last time I battled, the man that I trampled lost his career and then had a divorce. That wasn't fair, homie got torched. I feel the weight like I'm carrying around a corpse. Still no deal, still no team, still just little old me. Still making fun of the whole industry, still rap on my own beats. I'm the only multi-millionaire in my family tree. I keep hearing rumors that my parents rich and that's how I got in the lead. That's a big L-I-E. If you want to know the truth, I guess I can show you why I move like this. Let me take you back into my head, tell you about the movie I live. Former alcoholic, nothing in my wallet. Every doctor said that I was depressed. Should be in a coffin or inside a cardboard box and addicted to meth. I was sleeping on my best friend couch, always dreaming of a West End house. We was living in a basement, sweet east side, praying we'd get out. Motorcycles on the front lawn, bunch of crackheads in the alley. Open up my bedroom window and tell them there's empty bottles they can have. Cops at the door, I couldn't sleep, making up noodles to eat for a week. I couldn't stomach the food I was making if I wasn't high, so I always had weed. Leaving the crib and the neighbors are tripping.
What'd he say? I couldn't stomach the food we had in the house, so I always had weed. Is that what yeah, bro. That, and I'll say this. I like this from Tom, and that's what I've learned, that he does really talk about his struggles. Like, I didn't understand the dude was a raging alcoholic. I didn't know all that because, bro, for me that's super relatable. What he says in that little, I don't even know, wouldn't call it a verse, but like those 8 bars where he's talking about like crackheads in the alley and he should have been dead. He should have been a meth head in a box. Like, I relate to that because I made some really poor choices early on in life, and I could have been in that situation. So to hear this side of him makes me think a lot different. Like, this ain't political. This is literally just his fucking life. You know what I mean? Like, and that is, for me, I never seen that side of Tom.
So sad.
Bored box and addicted to meth. I was sleeping on my best friend couch, always dreaming of a West End house. We was living in a basement, sweet east side, praying we'd get out. Motorcycles on the front lawn, bunch of crackheads in the alley. Open up my bedroom window and tell them there's empty bottles they can have. Cops at the door, I couldn't sleep, making up noodles to eat for a week. I couldn't stomach the food I was making if I wasn't high, so I always had weed. Leaving the crib and the neighbors are tripping, I flip them the bird, I ain't stopping to talk. They leaving us notes on the passenger window cause we always park in the whip in they spot. 10 in the morning, we sipping on 40s and taking the Honda Civic up the block. Looking for one of my homies who living on the street cause he got addicted to rock. Waiting in line at church, they giving out food. I would pull up every second Sunday, get some hard-boiled eggs and juice. That was the move. I was a broke boy, then I blew up. I was suicidal, yeah, the mood sucked. Now I've been rich, I done made hits. I've been praying, I don't screw it up. And now that I've blown up, they're mad that I've grown up. They missing my old stuff. They say my political music's all sounding the same and the flows suck. I'm never gonna be the old Tom or recapture the magic of old songs. I don't know, Tom. You the GOAT, Tom. Give me what I want or I will go, Tom. Shut up! I'm not the guy that you fell in love with back when I was young and dumb. Always getting getting drunk, taking hella drugs, living in the ghetto, no food for a month. Couldn't pay the power bill, the shower filled with towels, mold and hella bugs. That was the old Tom, that was broke Tom. Stop saying you miss who I was. Now you can give me all the Gucci, give me all the Louis, give me everything I wanted once. Give me Lamborghinis, give me all my flowers, give you everything I have just to be loved. Now they call me racist and they say I'm canceled, but I guarantee you that there will be blood. I ain't going nowhere, I ain't stopping nothing, I'ma really go there, I don't give a I'm the best thing going right now, they can't mess with me. I've been up, I've been down, I climbed out my grave, I've been great. Way before today, and I'll be great till I decide to walk away. And I'm the one you have to thank for every independent artist getting Billboard plaques. I showed everybody how to beat the record labels, and still I don't get no thanks. Everybody who been hating on me got these every little thing I'm doing.
Hold on, what do you say right there about the Billboard plaques?
Yeah, so, well...
He said, I've been showing...
Like, he basically showed everyone the formula to get on Billboard as an independent artist in, like, which is really hard to do, but in digital sales, because it doesn't, like, the main, top 200, it is digital sales, and that includes, like... So if one artist has an explicit version, a radio version, like a remix version, all of that, they all have the same barcode on them, and so they all count towards the same digital sale, right?
Right.
And Tom is beating these people who have multiple versions of the same song, right?
When you see it on there multiple times.
So in the top hot like 100 or 200 or whatever, it also includes radio play, and radio spins shoot all the mainstream artists to the top of those lists, and Tom has even broken that list, but that one's really hard for independents. But digital sales solely relies on fans going and purchasing the song like through iTunes, Amazon, whatever. But and streams, like digital streams, 1,250 streams count as one download. So but he's showing people like how to, like, when to put out your song, how to market it, how to get attention to it, you know what I mean? How, like, the reason he's always saying, hey, if you can afford it, go download my song. Like, if it could be for free, it's not about the money. He doesn't need the $1.29 or whatever, right? Or whatever percentage he gets from that. But, like, the only way to actually make it on the chart is to get people to download the song.
To buy it, right.
Generally through iTunes, because that's what makes that chart work, right? So he literally has been laying out the formula for independent artists to start competing with these mainstream artists through the Billboard. Well, right before the Brave 2, so the Brave 1, they got gypped on getting a number 1 in Billboard on that album because they wouldn't count their back end sales. They even Tom offered to give them the password and the access to the back end so they could see all their sales. They wouldn't do it, right? So the Brave 2 came around, they got all that fixed. Right before it was supposed to land number 1 on 5 different digital billboards, they just got rid of those.
Yeah, so now you're here. Now this verse will make sense.
Well, and also they've now gotten rid on the Billboard. They do not have the digital rap sales chart anymore.
They're out of it. Right before Tom was ready to break the record.
Yeah, like he had 2 number 1s to get, and he was going to get one of them. He had 2 number 1s to get to have the most Billboard number 1s digital sales ever, like over Nicki Minaj and I think who else?
There was a lot of them, but like mainstreams,
yeah. And so now that chart doesn't exist anymore.
So what was he saying right there? He's like, I taught you guys how to do all this, and now I'm the only one doing it. Is that basically?
He didn't
get. I don't get any thanks. Like I taught you how to do it.
I showed all these independent artists how to beat the record labels, and still I don't get no thanks. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what it means. He doesn't get any flowers for like he broke the mold when it came to like he is the biggest fully DIY independent artist in the genre, in the lane, in whatever.
Because I thought he said, you're out here trying to tell everybody how to get Billboard plaques, but I'm the only one doing it. I thought he was saying, because there's a certain individial that says, I'm the only one that's got any plaques. So so I felt like he was kind of playing back. Okay.
No.
Yeah.
It'll all make sense when you hear the whole section of that part. It'll make sense.
All right, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be great, way before today, and I'll be great till I decide to walk away. And I'm the one you have to thank for every independent artist getting Billboard plaques. I showed everybody how to beat the record labels, and still I don't get no thanks. Everybody who been hating on me got these every little thing I'm doing. I mean, they dress like me, sign CDs, no one is buying their music. I'm the blueprint for these YouTube kids. Every single little view you get, every time you get an iTunes check, you just imitate what I do best. I'm on Fox News, I'm on Rolling Stone, in the New York Times, on the radio. Got 1 billion views, Millie on the gram. You still paying to be verified, man. I am the reason that Billboard removed all the digital sales charts off their website. I was outperforming label artists, and executives pressured them to hit the red light. Universal, Warner Music, Sony, CEOs wanted me dead, but they ain't never gonna really kill me, they just cancel the digital charts instead. Stop telling me that anyone else is bigger than I am. Go get the Nielsen sound scan
That's
numbers.
dope.
Tell me what you find, man. Who's the biggest? I am. They're angry that I love America. Guess it's a problem because I'm Canadian. I live in the States. I gave 200 grand to the veterans. I am a patriot. I am not faking this. I don't need to keep on making hits. Could have retired 3 years ago, basically. Go check my bank account, buddy. I'm crazy rich. I don't need money. I rap because I'm made for this. I am only doing this because I love it. I told every record label they can shove it. Rappers hate on me, but I'm above it. 93 Shawn Michaels, everyone can suck it. They want photos when they see me out in public. Then they trash me in the comments. What a bummer. I sign autographs to spill my guts.
Did he just put a Degeneration, some Shawn Michaels and the, Degeneration X? That's pretty dope. That was his touching back to his wrestling roots. Yo, I like the video where he's in the towers or in the skyscrapers.
The city,
yeah. What is going on?
And the
There
image
that
of
is
saying
dope.
he's the biggest ever, and then he's standing over like the city as the biggest, like well, not the biggest ever, but like biggest fully independent artist, and I mean fully independent without any label intervention or affiliation whatsoever. Because like people will point to like T.I. or Suicide Boys, but like they were all signed to a label at one point, and they still used a major label or
like backing. They had some kind of backing.
Major label distribution pipelines. And so, and they use major label connections and stuff like that. Tom is completely separate, team of 4, that's it kind of thing. Like, so I want to be specific when I say that, because if we're just talking about strictly independent, even on an independent label or prior independent or a mainstream label affiliation, then
it'd be like Tech Nine.
There'd be Tech Nine, right? But when we're talking about do it yourself, and even people point to Ryan as having like these platinum albums, but I'm like, but how long ago was that? And what has he done since, you know? Yeah. But Ryan doesn't actually have any Billboard #1s. He's been on Billboard, but he doesn't have any actual #1s, as far as I've been able to discover online. You know, because you can't not all of Tom's numbers or money. If you Google search like how much is Tom McDonald worth, they're going to tell you $1 to $3 million, and that's absolutely not true. It's way more than that. His house is $4 million.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Dude's got an elevator in his fucking mansion.
Yeah, you're not going to find the real truth, obviously, because it's not tracked the same way as an independent artist than it would be as a mainstream artist, right? Yeah.
So
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Man, who's the biggest? I am. They're angry that I love America. Guess it's a problem because I'm Canadian.
Powerful.
I live in the States. I gave 200 grand to the veterans. I am a patriot. I am not faking this. I don't need to keep on making hits. Could have retired 3 years ago, basically. Go check my bank account, buddy. I'm crazy rich. I don't need money. I rap because I'm made for this. I am only doing this because I love it. I told every record label they can shove it. Rappers hate on me, but I'm above it. 93 Shawn Michaels, everyone can suck it. They want photos when they see me out in public. Then they trash me in the comments. What a bummer. I sign autographs to spill my guts and stomach. All I get is people praying that I'll plummet. I came a long way, dreamt of this all day. I should have saw graves, but God saves. I got faith, what a loser. I needed boost to maneuver, bottles of hooch in the cooler. Now I'm the proof that you can choose to be a trooper and regroup and pursue a future, be a ruler. Screw all the rumors, and all the dudes who be acting stupid on computers. Hate is a fuel that humans can use to improve themselves if they don't let their wounds ruin their movement. You can do it and then you can lose it. You can choose to view it through some different pupils. You can shoot for the moon if you miss it, recoup it, and then execute it so you make it through it. There ain't no excuses, the rules are confusing, so break them and use them to find the solution. The truth is you're losing till you are immune and you turn the abuse into your revolution. I've been addicted to plenty of pills, poor and mentally ill. If I can do it, you can do it. I went from homeless and drunk to turning down record deals. I done got so many wins that I forget the wins. So many plaques inside the crib, they getting hard to live. They so jealous, I'm just glad that I ain't them. Thank God I ain't them. They got money, they got pennies, they got dollars, but they ain't been making any sense. They got hundreds, they got thousands. I got 10, 11, 15, 20 something M's. But this ain't always what my life was like. Honestly, it still give me chills. Way before all of my viral songs, before I was living in Beverly Hills, way before I went and sobered up, back when me and Brandon couldn't pay the bills, way back when I should have been locked up, overdosed or getting killed. My sister called me from the hospital, said her job's killing her, and that was a fact. She working overtime often, out of options, having panic attacks. Didn't let her finish talking, told her walk in and to quit and call back. Next thing I know, she's in California and she's working for HangOverGang. And Daddy always told me I was special and one day I would conquer the music business. And I guess he was right, because look at my life. I just bought him a new Porsche for Christmas, and Mama worked harder than any woman on earth. Her boss would have never have fired her. I recognized they weren't giving her what she was worth, so I retired her. This ain't white privilege, this ain't trust fund, this ain't good luck, this ain't silver spoon, this is hard work, this is long.
That is the biggest flex. Like, how could you respond to that, dude? How can you respond? You can't, there ain't nothing you can say bad about that. There's people all over, even if you ain't famous, trying to retire your mother, trying to get your sister in a better living situation, in a better work environment, and he did it, bro. That is dope. That's dope. And I like how he walked them out into the thing for like that. Reminds me like that reminds me how it went from Tom with the billboard plaque and like the designer clothes to Tom the Family Guy and shooting the family portrait, almost like we're in J.C. Penney's at that point.
Right.
Yeah, and everything he said was true. His sister was a nurse during COVID, and she was like, they were overrun, they were understaffed, and she was overworked and like having all the panic attacks and stuff. And she was talking to him, telling about how like miserable and upset she was and how scared she was. And he was like, "No, quit
like right now, go quit."
And she literally quit. Packed her shit. Her and her husband moved to California, and they've been helping out. And now she pulls focus and helps with the back end stuff. And Corey, her husband, is running the drone and for these videos.
She probably helped ship these albums to me.
That's absolutely,
yeah.
Wow,
helps print the merch and design the merch and get it out and all of that stuff.
If you ever email his business email, it's going to be Jenna or Nova.
That's wild, bro. So just those 5 people are really and probably a couple more here and there, friends or
Yeah, well, I know his folks will come out. Yeah, like if he has a big album drop, his folks will come out to help print labels, pack albums, like.
Yeah, and then,
that's what Tom's gonna look like when he gets older, though, because that dude's a spitting image of him.
Literally,
I know.
Yeah,
that's wild. That's wild.
Recognized they weren't giving her what she was worth, so I retired her. This ain't white privilege, this ain't trust fund, this ain't good luck, this ain't silver spoon, this is hard work, this is long nights, this is all me, this is what I do, this is palm trees and Ferraris and a calm breeze and a pretty view. If you don't believe I deserve it, then you never lived the life I did and you wouldn't make it through. I came out of a city where I still don't get no respect. I moved away and I blew up and everyone else is so stuck in the town that I left. I'm not impressed, and they've been saying my video views are all fake, and I honestly hope it helps get them some rest. I'm worth like 30 million dollars, all you bums are living check to check. Now everybody is an enemy, they all jealous that I'm a celebrity. Well, screw them, screw the government, screw the record label, screw the mainstream. I'm in God mode, they in beast mode. We are not the same, we ain't equals, and I pray to God that you can deep throat. Got 11 inches for you weak hoes. Y'all cannot critique me, y'all ain't in my league still. All your hate completes me, I can't be killed. Y'all just wanna be me, maybe be chill. Leave them bleeding in a wheat field. All my missiles heat seek, you can beat me. Homie, keep still, I can tell that you.
Damn, bro, no way. Run that back. Leave him bleeding in a wheat field. I already know what that's a reference to. Oh,
screw them.
If you get that, I'm gonna be so fucking excited. Tell me right now.
Yeah, that is the next to Red music video where Ryan's standing in the Confederate shoulder, and he's full of bullet holes and he's bleeding and it's that is fire.
Yeah. And so not long after this, Tom and Nova actually have a picture in a wheat field holding an American flag, and the Holler Boys cover is him in a wheat field with the Confederate flag wrapped around, and the bloody wheat field battle is actually the Battle of Gettysburg, where the Union drove out the Confederates and beat them. So
and that's what he's saying. Like, I'm driving out the Confederates. Yeah, that is dope, bro. That is crazy that's crazy that he went and did it. Like, that was dope. That's talented because he's telling a story literally from the front side to the end of this. And I feel like there's a lot of references in here. I feel like there's some Mac Lethal references in here. I feel like there's some Upchurch references in there. I feel like he's referenced some shit in here just for anybody, like just the average listener on, because he said, this ain't YouTube. He literally made it clear, like, this is way bigger than YouTube. So he's referencing me talking shit, anybody talking shit about him on there. He's covering all bases with this one. This is dope.
And Mel even said, like, there's a part where he says, I can tell that you don't eat meat, ton of green beans, you vegan when the beef's real. I think that's coming up. But I think that was in reference to that too. And the 11 inches is in reference to like a piece of paper is a 8x11. It's 11
inches. It's an 8x11, right?
So you're gonna basically choke on my words.
Yeah.
Choke on my. Yeah, that was dope. That was dope. But yeah, that was interesting. And and also, I don't know if you remember the gentleman running around talking about a size 12 shoe. So it kind of feels like he referenced back to that, used that size 12 as his. You know what I mean? But meaning the paper and not a shoe and not a male appendage, or you know what I'm saying? Like, he literally.
Not unless we're talking about man inches.
Yeah.
Because Nova's still alive, so we know.
Yeah. That's wild, bro.
bombs are living check to check. Now everybody is an enemy, they all jealous that I'm a celebrity. Well, screw them, screw the government, screw the record label, screw the mainstream. I'm in God mode, they in beast mode. We are not the same, we ain't equals. And I pray to God that you can deep throat. Got 11 inches for you weak hoes. Y'all cannot critique me, y'all ain't in my league still. All your hate completes me, I can't be killed. Y'all just wanna be me, maybe be chill. Leave them bleeding in a wheat field. All my missiles heat seek, you can't beat me. Homie, keep still, I can tell that you don't eat meat. Ton of green beans, you a vegan when the beef's real.
Yeah.
Everybody's saying I'm fake, but they're the ones who really faking though. And their songs all on YouTube, well my song's on the radio. They claim they hate fame, but they change when they need streams. Then they say names and play games and take aim and hate on me.
That's
Wait, I got one more thing I gotta say. I don't need any more money these days, I just do it for all of my fans. I pray to God I inspire somebody or show someone who thinks they can't that they can. I'ma keep going till I'm in a coffin, I promise no stopping till I kick the can. To the day that they're dropping my box in the ground, it's HangOverGang.
I wonder if that's Nova in the background. Doing
Probably.
the,
Do it for all of my fans. I pray to God I inspire somebody or show someone
like
who
her.
thinks they can't that they can. I'ma keep
that was him basically saying, bro, I'm a lot more talented. He used like the rap talent, the musical talent. He used every talent he could find and put it in this. This was dope. I'm
Yeah.
surprised I never heard this.
I know.
Yeah, it's a
I'm
really
excited
good-
that we got to watch
Yeah.
and listen to it for this.
Yeah,
It's
that
one of my
was dope.
favorite songs. Like, Tom turned a lot of people, like, because Thoughts of a Predicate Winner, Nelson from
Yeah.
Thoughts of a Predicate Winner, and then Goat Worthy, Manny.
Yeah.
They both, God Mode was like their kind of their first reaction song to it, and they had both heard things about Tom, so they never touched it or whatever, and this was a song that turned it around for them. So,
Well, my favorite song's not on this list.
oh, I didn't put it on there yet. Put it on there. Well, because I didn't add the declassified ones, because we can go through that and just pick out. So,
I was like, wait, my favorite song's not on here.
but yeah,
No, that was
so-
dope. That was that to me was the best response he could have put out. You know what I'm saying? Like if that's what it was, then he knocked it out of the park. Because I feel like a lot of people have said a lot of those things about Tom in his entire career. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yep.
Yeah.
I think the whole referencing of like being an alcoholic and falling down, and he said, I'm gonna look out the window and tell that dude he could take the bottles, and going and getting juice and eggs at the food bank at Sunday morning. Like I think there's a lot of messages in there clearing up people's speculation about him. Like he wasn't born rich. You know what I'm saying? And I think you're the one, Lacey, that explained to me, his riding in the cab when he got to America. And I think he just has such a appreciation for America and where he lives, that he's passionate about it and he's competitive about it. Right. So I think this was really like a good, if you've never heard of a Tom McDonald song, I think this would be a good start. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't know all the backing behind it, because it could fit anybody that's ever said anything negative about him,
Yeah, it was.
And that's why I love these type of responses, because we know he's responding, but he's responding in his way.
Right. That
and
you
it's-
guys will understand, and it it doesn't matter if anybody else understands it. Yeah.
Well, if Tracy hadn't have broken down the bloody Wheatfield bar,
yeah.
I never would have connected the dots on that. But, well, because
That makes sense.
I don't know Ryan's music like that, right? I don't know his videos and stuff. But when I looked at the pictures, like if you look at the picture from that cover of Holler Boys or whatever in the field with the Confederate flag wrapped around, and then and it's funny because like the Confederate soldiers being like Creek Squad, and then the Union being Hangover Gang, and then just the whole the fact that he said so much with so few words. Leave him bleeding in a wheat field covered there's so much beyond that, just those words that I don't know. To me, it's crazy, but
Yeah, no, that was dope. I liked how he did it. And that was another thing I took from it. I don't think he was taking a shot at people from the South. I don't think he was taking a shot at anybody that is appreciative to the Confederate flag. I think he was taking a shot at one individual, but he was using that as a reference, as like a metaphor to say, hey, I know you're talking about me, bro, and I would lay you down like you were in that wheat field, yeah. So, and if you listen to everything leading up to it, he's talking about, you're just trying to be me. You're just biting clout. You're biting attention off of saying somebody's name. So he led up to that perfectly. That was dope.
Yeah.
That was dope.
Well, I say jump over to Declassified, since there's a lot we can cover on it.
right.
And then we'll slow it down. We'll do.
Okay.
She really wants to hear Average.
I
Boy.
want to hear Average Boy. It's my favorite song.
But I think it's a great follow up to this song, actually.
Yeah.
Besides the fact that it's her favorite.
What's it called?
Average Boy. It's off Declassified. It's just audio.
Yeah, number 7. I see it.
Yeah, and I think because it like you just heard Angry Tom. I feel like Average Boy is a good representation of like Tom, our friend.
Yes.
You know, the human side of him kind of thing. Like that he's
just like you'll understand.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. This is Tom McDonald, Average Boy.
I can only be who I am, I don't fake this shit. I was made like this. Middle fingers up on both of my hands and they stay like this to the grave like this. So I am not the dude from your YouTube feed who be cool to me. I'm a human being, you gon' lose your teeth. If you're rude you'll see, you're confusing me with computer screens. I ain't gonna try to act cool if they dumb. I ain't gonna speak any different if they young. I ain't gonna be the bigger man, throw a punch, put it on the internet, I don't give a fuck. Baby, I'm a rock star, I know. I am just a kid with mom phones. Turn into a dick at a Costco. Be the dude's ass for the wrong joke. I have so many faces, I tell me you don't see. Not some viral sensation, fuck a celebrity. Cause honestly I'm dangerous, not someone you should meet. Ain't perfect cause I'm famous, that shit is ruining me. I'm an average boy. I'm an average boy. I can never be who I'm not. I am not that dude. I got real bad moves. I am not some bubblegum pop, got an attitude and some face tattoos. Oh, I am not the guy from the song you like. This is my real life. I am not that nice. I got toxic pride, not afraid to die. I don't talk, I fight. This is not online. I ain't gonna wear a fake smile for the pic. I ain't gonna lie on a song to make a hit. I ain't gonna stay calm, boy, I'm gonna trip. Put it on the internet, I don't give a shit. Baby, I'm a rock star, I know.
I've never heard this type of sound from Tom ever.
Which is oh, go ahead.
It's different because I felt like he's always just thrown music at people and had no emotion behind it. But I hear emotion in this one. Like I hear him.
Wait.
Yeah. No, I hear him kind of saying like, I'm not what you guys think I am. I'm just a fucking average dude that figured it out. You know what I mean? And I got my mistakes, but that doesn't make me a bad person. That just makes me who I am today. Like that's actually pretty, it's a pretty good, this one shocked me.
Which is funny, we have a little, I'm guessing a Creek Squad hater just by the names mentioned. But he said, trash, trash, trash. Tom is a clown. Every song sounds the same, which is funny because you literally just said you haven't heard this from me. We went from God mode to this, but Kurt, both songs sound exactly the same.
But it's his voice. Like, that's the problem. People don't understand it. You can't change. What are you going to change his voice? He's going to sound similar. Okay, tell me this. You call somebody fake because they change their sound in order to fit in with the crowd, but then you call somebody garbage when they sound similar in all their stuff. Like, make it make sense. Which one do you want? You want them to fucking. I don't understand, and I've learned that because I felt that way. But if you only listen to 8 songs, then your opinion is only for those 8 songs, and there's a good chance if you're listening to just the songs that he's putting on his YouTube, they are going to sound the same because he's trying to, if you understand that he's trying to direct his music to a big fan base, you got to make what people like, but you also have to make what you enjoy. And that's the stuff that he puts out for sale for his fans. So I understand it a lot more now than I ever did.
I love that.
Yeah, me too.
Let's go.
Put it on the internet, I don't give a shit. Baby, I'm a rock star, I know. Real nice guy on your iPhone. Turn into a jerk, go psycho. Back into the man you guys know. I have so many faces, I tell me you don't see. Not some viral sensation, fuck a celebrity. Cause honestly, I'm dangerous, not someone you should meet. Ain't perfect cause I'm famous, that shit is ruining me. I'm an average boy. I'm an average boy. I am what I I'd be. Don't be mad, that's the reason why y'all notice me. I am what I am, not who people thought I was. Don't be mad, that's the reason why y'all fell in love. I wish I could be everything they want, but I've been down that road, and that will only lead you to think that I'm perfect in control. I wish I could be everything I'm not. I'm still trying to grow, but that just isn't me. I am only Tom. I came just as I'll go. I'm an average boy. I'm an average boy.
All right, and just because you're in it, but what's your overall thought?
Man, I like that one, and I don't really like Tom's slower songs. Like I've listened to some of his other stuff, and it's like it's almost like too California-ish.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
Yeah,
but I like that one.
Yeah, he's got a lot of because a lot of people, like you were saying, doesn't put a lot of emotion or have a lot of substance to his music that isn't political. But we'll definitely have to let him hear "Spilt Milk," which is an older one from an unreleased album that's on Declassified. That is, it kind of gives you definitely a different look at kind of who he is and what he's been through. Especially the first verse always gets me in the feels. It makes
it's a tougher song to hear.
Yeah,
I'll say for sure.
Like he has a lot of those.
I think people don't believe it because, okay, so this is just how I feel about it based off of me. Mm-hmm. I think people don't believe what he says because he's done it so big. Like he's went from all the way at the bottom to all the way at the top. So like you almost doubt that it's possible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think that's why people try to make excuses for his success because they can't obtain that.
They can't do what he did.
Right.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people don't there's a song from 2015 that Tom put out right when he was starting to go through his mental breakdown called How the West Was Won. It's one of my favorite out of his older songs, and it was actually about the mass shooting that happened in Paris at the Coldplay concert or whatever back in the time. And so Tom has always been into politics. He grew up listening to his grandfather and father talk about politics, especially American politics, because it affects everyone in the world, right? Whatever America's doing, it's going to backfire on everybody, right? And so, but he was always really into politics and everything. But when after that mental breakdown, he wanted his music to he was trying to emulate the rappers that he was trying to be like, right? And so he was living that lifestyle that they were promoting, and it took him down the wrong path. He didn't want
100%.
his music to end up being that path for another child or another kid like him. And so he shifted gears, and he wanted his music to have substance, to say something, to educate people, to uplift people and inspire people. And so that's when Dear Rappers came out, right? And then he got really big. He had songs that weren't everything. A lot of the songs are in a response to either what people were saying based off that songs, based on Dear Rappers. That's what brought the song White Boy, which in the reaction to White Boy is what brought on This House, which is another no hook song, right? And so everything is a reaction to things happening around him in the world. So as the world got crazier, as politics got crazier, then the music covered that stuff, and because that's what he's interested in, that's what he felt like was important. And so a lot of those songs do get bigger. So Fake Woke back in 2021? I think it was 2021 that Fake Woke came out. Anybody know that for sure? I don't know. But that was his second blow up, was with that song, because that was finally when he'd had kind of, I think, enough of the wild shit going on after 2020 that he put that in a song. And those viral songs, the political ones are always going to be the most viral and stuff, but that's how you get your people's eyes on your music to buy your album, right? So, because he's still selling so many physical copy albums, autographed albums that people buy. Obviously, you bought some, right? Yeah. And you can do you use Apple Music or Spotify?
Spotify.
Yeah, you can actually put those onto your computer and then put them on your Spotify, so you can.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because they're unreleased. Nobody else even if your that playlist was public, none of those songs would show up for people to be able to hear. So you can still put them on there, so you can listen to them all the time, which is what we always do. We put on ours on Apple Music, and so you know, we have a ton of this music that we listen to all the time that people haven't heard. And so when people say stuff like all his music is the same, we're like, but it's not, I promise.
You think that was by design though? Do you think he understands that it's better to just have that core people know than try to prove it to the world? Does that make any sense?
Well, Tom always talks about like I yes and no. I say yes and no. I think that Tom always does everything strategically planned. He's really good at marketing his own music. But one of his big things was when like, growing up was literally having like a physical CD like in your hands, and he likes making sure that like he has a CD, he autographs these CDs, and he feels like it's more personable for him as an artist to take those albums from basically like he says his hands to yours. So, so it's like almost like a person. It's more personal to him.
Yeah.
And so some of those songs that aren't released are more personal songs you're going to find on those albums. And some of his best songs are not released onto YouTube. And that way, I think it's for him. It's for those that are very loyal to him that get to have those. And it's almost like something for us, for HangOverGang. It's ours. You know, it's not for the whole world. And that's what makes it special when it comes to those actual albums.
He's made it a way to kind of like sell it out of his trunk again. If that makes sense.
It's
more personal. It's more personal. He gets to technically not physically hand it to you, but you get
virtually,
what I'm saying. Like,
virtually from his, you know, from his mailing where they package them up like. You think about all of them putting those in those packages with the labels and everything, and then like he's posted videos and pictures of him with these massive crates of stuff that he pours into the thing, you know, like, at the post office, like to send out to people, merch packages, all of that. Like they're literally sending it from him to you, type thing. And it gives us something physical to hold. Like it takes me back in the days because Tom is he's like 6 years younger than me, but he's from that generation of people when we used to go every Tuesday or whatever, we'd go to the mall and we'd go to the album store, like, you know, where you could buy CDs and cassettes and all of that. And we
FYE and
and you'd have like that thing in your hand.
You know, the excitement of having it.
In your hand. And so I love that he does that too. But he's also a marketing genius. You know what I mean? And obviously, like, I mean, some of his, like, political music is some of his favorite stuff to make. He loves making those big viral political songs, but he loves doing this stuff as well. So,
which I think you really should probably go into Spilt Milk next, since everybody talked about it.
Yeah. Okay. While y'all pull that up, I'm gonna run to the bathroom.
Okay, go ahead. Go right ahead.
And then we can. I almost went the wrong way.
Because it is a rough song. Like even the chat might have a little trouble with it. A lot of people in the chat have trouble with this particular song.
Really?
This song made me cry like a baby when I first heard it. So.
I wonder, like, so is it what is it?
Is it
political?
It's very personal.
Okay.
It's a very, very personal song. So, kind of like when you have Average Boy, but he goes deeper. So, into it being personal. See, look, Amy's already got crying emojis in the chat. Yeah, like it's definitely a tougher song to hear. So, what do you say? Oh, Kurt, don't cry. I think it'll probably be okay.
Well, I'll be honest with you. Seeing him walk out his sister and his dad and all that makes you like happy. Like there's like I don't know if you've watched a movie and you see like the end of the movie and it's like, oh, that's pretty dope. Like you feel that little emotional feeling. That definitely was there for that one. So we'll see, right?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yep.
Spilt Milk, Tom McDonald. Let's go.
I've been broke for most of my life. I spent my money on liquor, worked on the oil rigs for years, and I developed addictions. I had roaches in my living room and mice in my kitchen. I crashed my car in a ditch, running from cops in the winter. Me and my dad had moved away from both my mom and my sister to build a life for the family we wouldn't have.
Did he say he worked on oil rigs?
Yes.
He did, and he was a carpenter.
No.
Yeah.
No, I never knew that.
Yeah.
Let me run that back. I got to run that back. I didn't mean to interrupt so early, but I wouldn't have guessed that.
Yeah, you're going to get a lot of personal stuff. You're going to find out a lot.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
I had roaches in my living room and mice in my kitchen. I crashed my car in the ditch, running from cops in the winter. Me and my dad had moved away from both my mom and my sister to build a life for the family we wouldn't have if we didn't. Hitting garage sales and furnishing the basement we lived in. So I ain't never trying to hear about white privilege. Me and my daddy shared a room and an air mattress before. It would deflate while we slept, we both wake up on the floor. I got bullied bad at school and they suspended me for telling kids my dad would shoot them, I couldn't take it no more. One of my very best friends got shot and killed by the pigs, and I will never forget him. I put his name in my skin. I got my ex-girl pregnant, guess you know what she did. Cause I'm 32, ain't got no kid.
Damn.
We don't need to cry over spilled milk, even though sometimes I still will. Big boys don't cry. I made mountains out of molehills. I became a man in the oil fields. Big boys don't cry. Yo, I had a lot of girlfriends, but they were never stable. I was always too wasted and I was everything but faithful. Couldn't keep a job for long enough to keep my plate full. Put a blanket on a cardboard box, that was my table. I remember when my dog died, the little things that stick with me. Dad working in Alaska, me and mama in between. Trying to make the best of it, we went and bought a Christmas tree and wrapped it in extension cords to straighten out the way it leaned. Lonely and embarrassed, losing most of my friendships. I put my fist through the wall when I was trying to express it. I felt crazy, I felt ugly, I felt stupid, pathetic. But looking back, I know the truth, anxiety and depression. Me and my sister fought like cats and dogs and I don't know why. She got the chicken pox inside her brain and she almost died. At the hospital, the doctor gave her a shot in the spine. I heard her scream from down the hall, that's still the hardest I've cried. We don't need to cry over spilled milk, even though sometimes I still will. Big boys don't cry. I made mountains out of molehills. I became a man in the oil fields. Big boys don't cry. I was a wrestler before I was an artist. Was practically the best in Canada when I departed. It was my light in the darkness when life had gotten the hardest, man. Thank God for Stone Cold Steve Austin. I remember swinging hammers, building houses, couldn't hack it, man. The best part of working in construction was the drugs that my
Hey, what did he mean by that? Was Stone Cold Steve Austin a huge inspiration to what he did?
Oh, yeah.
Huge. Like Stone Cold is definitely his like
hero.
favorite wrestler,
Yeah.
his hero. Like
Yeah, Austin 316. That's cool because that was my favorite wrestler growing up watching wrestling.
yeah,
That's pretty
he's
deep.
got to meet him I think a couple of times
Yeah.
now, and hang out with him a little bit. So I think
I think they live pretty close to one another. Like I'm
It would
pretty
surprise
sure.
me, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure Steve Austin has a big old ranch somewhere out west. I'm
Yeah.
not sure where, but that's pretty dope. And I never would have guessed Tom worked in an oil field. And he said, I made mountains out of oil, or I made mountains out of molehills and grew up and became a man in an oil field.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. And I would have never guessed that. I thought this dude was stuck behind a computer sitting inside all day. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty dope.
Big boys don't cry. I was a wrestler before I was an artist. Was practically the best in Canada when I departed. It was my light in the darkness when life had gotten the hardest, man. Thank God for Stone Cold Steve Austin. I remember swinging hammers, building houses, couldn't hack it, man. The best part of working in construction was the drugs that my bosses had. My homie overdosed and I mixed oxy with a Tramazet and woke up in the back of an ambulance. I love you, Glenn. Rappers where I lived were never nice, they non-believers. They never showed me love and I bought holiday t-shirts. These days I wouldn't wave if I saw them in the bleachers. Why you think I ain't doing no features? Fuck everyone. I screamed and yelled and fought against my parents. I was careless. Tom McDonald as a teenager? Fuck, I'm embarrassed. All the wrongs and the hurt, the mistakes that I still feel, they ain't nothing but some spilled milk. We don't need to cry over spilled milk, even though sometimes I still will. Big boys don't cry. I made mountains out of molehills. I became a man in the oil fields. Big boys don't cry.
Hey, that was like I think any blue collar man that's ever worked hard and when he says the best drugs come from the construction line, like I felt that, bro. You run over to the painters, bro, the drywallers. They usually carrying the best stuff, but I think that this so far to me has been like the most relatable song that we played because probably that I've heard from Tom. I relate to this one a lot. Like definitely the looking back at myself, like what a fucking dork I was. What a dumbass. Like, you know, and all the troubles that I went through to get high or to go and make bad decisions. You know, if I would have spent that, and they say, bro, they say if addicts would spend as much time getting sober as they do getting high, they'd be sober like that, right? So I think he's kind of relating it. If people would spend as much time bettering themselves as they do about crying over spilled milk, they'd be a lot better person.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I think this one or this one next, since it's in declassified. So this one or this one.
Yeah, I was also thinking that one.
That's what I said.
Oh, that one.
This
Oh, I thought you
or-
said this one.
No,
Yeah.
this one or this one.
I think the white boys don't dance.
Yeah, or give him the titles and let him pick which one.
Yeah. Okay. So, well, there's two. These are both off the new albums that you got.
Yeah.
White Boys Don't Dance, which I've said is like, if Tom was ever gonna do any type of like actual country rap track, I think this would be probably the closest to it. But it's more like
It's what he says, not necessarily like.
yeah, it's more about
beat-wise.
what he's talking to than the way it sounds. It's a hard beat. It's so fun to even just like sing along to listen to in the car. But a lot of people don't know that Tom was actually like more of a country boy. Like before, like even Canada has country areas to it, and that's how he grew up. Was, you know, like the back roads and the bonfires and like country shit that I did growing up in the area I was in. Like our Friday nights or Saturday nights were out at our buddy's property, and we would back up all the trucks in a circle and have a bonfire in the middle, and we'd just be like drinking. You know, like that was what we did in high school.
Yeah.
Not quite legally, but
I think it's such a fine line because he's mentioned putting blankets over top of cardboard boxes to make a table. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's just white trash.
yeah.
Doing what you got to do to get by, not complaining about it, not bitching about it. Like I can see a lot like FJ Outlaw. I don't know if I don't know
love
if you're
him.
familiar with FJ Outlaw.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that dude is just white trash. You know, trailer trash. Grew up just rough life. Just tried to make the best out of everything that he had, and I feel like that's country, bro. Like maybe he's not in the country doing it,
Right.
but he's doing some of the same things that the country folks do to get by. You know what I'm saying? Pitching pennies, making stuff on your own. You know, just doing things that city folks wouldn't be okay with. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
That might be a fun one to listen because the beat, like it's gonna pick back up. It's not slow.
Yeah.
You know?
let me go turn my dryer back on, and you guys can talk to your chat. I just got to go hit the button real quick to make
Yeah,
sure.
sure,
we're
yeah.
clear. I'll be right back.
You're good.
Yeah, I think White Boys Don't Dance would be a good one. I
Yeah.
think he's gonna like Burnt Flags a lot too, because I know he's a patriot as well.
Yeah,
There's
those are
always
the-
so many good ones because I'm like,
It's hard to choose.
It is, but
Yeah, I think so
Yeah.
too, April. By the way,
Carmen's
hello, chat. I know we've been more focused on, you know, our guest today and haven't followed the chat that much, but I'm so glad to see everybody in the chat is chatting back and forth. We've been watching that. Thank you so much. That's always great engagement. If you haven't done so, make sure you hit the like button on the video. It always helps. So I love Burnt Flags too, April. We'll probably get to it for sure. I think I definitely want Kurt to hear it.
yeah.
So hopefully we'll get to that one too. But I think White Boys Don't Dance might be a good one to come back from because it's still not like real political. So we're just having fun in here. Oh, thank you, Aaron. I see you, Aaron, Sarah. What's up? What's up? Cosmic. What's up? Joy. I see you. April's in the chat.
Sarah.
I know I saw Lone Wolves earlier. I know that Amy's in the chat.
DM.
Hold on. I was trying to read one.
sorry.
There, right there. I did tell Tom here earlier I would throw
15
his
more
ass.
likes. I like that DM. Dr. Gold, what up? Long time no
What's
see.
up? Glad to see you guys in here. Yeah,
Yeah.
Trace is in here. Miss Tabitha. Make sure we're trying to give some shout outs real quick just because
Doug.
See
What
some-
the fuck?
seen some people. Oh, wait, Mel was in here. I don't know if she's still
Yeah,
here.
oh, yeah. She said that she was gonna get ready, but she'd have us in her ears.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I kicked my freaking ain't nothing like a stub toe, dude.
Yeah, for real though.
Nothing. All right. Which one am I going to now?
White Boys Don't Dance off Declassified.
Hey, Tony, what's up?
White Boys Don't Dance. What I got going on here? Oh, there we go.
I think it's definitely a fun.
K-Cog or
Number 3.
K Nick Hogg. These people quite literally saved my life.
Love that.
I love it.
Stephanie, what's up?
She said I'm late.
Oh, no worries, Stephanie.
Yeah, you just got like an hour and 38 minutes to catch up on. Not bad. We were late too, though, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were. We were chatting. Oops.
All right, so this is what? What is the name of this one?
White Boys Don't Dance.
Okay, and is there? How old is this?
It's actually
This is
really
off of
the 2 albums that you have. It's on one of those.
I think it's off no, Truth Hurts. I think it's the first song on Truth Hurts.
I'm gonna look because
Maybe.
I want to remember.
Because I think
Yep,
I'm Him
it
is.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is. So
Is
I got a lot of the stuff that we've listened to on these, huh?
Oh yeah, there's there like God mode. Well, no, God mode is on. No, God mode is on that one.
I think
Yeah.
it is.
God mode, Burnt Flags, Everybody Needs Me, White Boy Shit Me. There's a whole. We have a whole list of the ones that are off. That are
Yeah, God mode's on No Lies.
Yep.
God mode's
Yeah.
on No Lies. Yeah. Yeah, Burnt Flags. Yeah. Holy crap. Yeah, there's a lot. Good selection. I appreciate you because there was like 4 different packages you could get, and I'm like, I don't know which one I'm gonna do because then I get some, and it was crazy cheap, bro. Like I don't know how more people didn't take advantage. Well, I'm sure a lot of people took advantage of that sale, but it was like $36 for 2
Yeah.
albums.
Yeah, I know.
Crazy.
And I got
Yeah, she got me a shit ton of stuff. This is one of the shirts. It says USA and then Hangover Gang, and it's like I don't know if you can kind of tell, but it's like camo-ish.
Yeah.
Camo or
Yeah, it's like rustic,
I
like
don't know.
patina.
yeah, it's like hunter, like a hunter camo.
I had
that you
4
wear.
orders, so you know that happens sometimes.
There you go. There you go.
Well, I had to rebuy everything because like I had no HOG gear that fit me anymore.
I know.
Because I used to.
Okay, so is it good quality?
Yes.
It's not, because I know a lot of people were throwing shade at the quality of the merch. Is it like good? Like you wash it, it doesn't shrink.
Yeah,
letters
no.
No, I have shirts that I'm still wearing that are like not even really discolored. Like there, some of my favorite ones are ones that I've had for years that have been washed so many times, so they're like super soft and like comfortable. But I mean, yeah, all my stuff is still holding up. I have a ton of hats. We have tons of shirts, hoodies, jackets, some exclusive jackets too. One of my favorite things ever. This is from the Riot music video from Poop
Oh,
Mountain.
that's pretty cool. Yeah.
They were trying to buy soil to fill in the skulls
back
that
of
they
it.
had placed because there was only like 42 or 43 of these out there, and so it actually got broken in the mail, thanks to USPS. But it has Hangover Gang, and then it would have had an autograph right there.
Oh yeah.
Where it broke.
Oh man.
So, but there was only 42, 43 of these. I can't remember the exact number, but
should have brought it with you to California to get it fixed.
oh, I know. Be like, I'm about to super glue this bitch back together. I have all the pieces still, but ton of stuff. That flag is merch there. We got Carol has this personalized autograph poster here. So we have lots and lots of stuff.
Yeah, I have so many autographs though that I have every
carry
single
more, yeah.
album that was autographed except for the one, and I brought it with me, and he signed it for me in California.
That's
so.
crazy. And I did see a lot of people giving him hell when he put on that sale. They were like, "Oh, you're gonna put the Braves albums on there," and he didn't put either one of the Brave albums on there. And I
They
actually,
were exclusive. He
Yeah.
said
There's
when they
no
dropped,
more, yeah.
there is no more. They will not make any more.
Yeah.
I wonder what it's at now. But I went and looked, and they were on eBay for crazy amounts of money. Like
Yes.
you could buy them, but
Yeah.
it wasn't cheap. So it's kind of crazy. And I seen how I found that out is I seen he sold outfits to music videos on his merch site. So I was like, man, I wonder if people really buy these. And I went, and people have bought them, and they've resold them, and they bought them. And there's a lot of stuff on there, especially on eBay, that kind of blew my mind. Like
Yeah.
the resale value of he's like a Pokemon card. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like,
Right.
you buy it for low and you sell it for high. Which
That's
is,
why he always tells people not to interrupt you, like, but be there at like 9 a.m. Like when certain things drop. He said because they have no control. Like, so if someone wants to buy 10 of them, right?
Yeah.
There's
Yep.
no control, and people will buy them and resell them. And he's like, if you don't want to pay $500 later on eBay for it, you better be there in the morning before it sells out.
Is that
You
how
know?
you got that skull?
Yeah, you had to be there early
I was
for that
there,
skull.
like,
Yeah.
I was there right away when it dropped, and I was lucky enough to get one of them, so.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, just like the
pretty
signed
neat.
goats. That was another one.
Yeah, autographed goats from the was that Dirty Money?
No, Dirty
No.
Money. He
Oh,
had the
Dirty was
actual-
the money.
Yeah.
The
Autographed goats.
Or well, it was it's like a.
It's like a statue.
Oh, like a little miniature goat statue. That's
Yes,
pretty,
yes,
that's
yes,
pretty
yes,
cool.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is neat, dude.
Yeah. So, yeah. And it literally says, like, we the goats, and then HangOverGang
Yeah.
on one side. And then you flip it over, and then Tom signed the back.
Oh, that's neat. Yeah, that is pretty
Yeah.
neat.
And there was only so many of these that he did. And I
Yeah.
want to say these actually came
We
out
also
around
have
God Mode, actually.
From the video he did with John Rich,
Yeah.
the newspaper that he was actually reading in the thing.
Like, they developed
Yeah.
a newspaper. Like, they literally
Yeah,
made
and
a
it's-
newspaper.
It's signed right there.
Oh, that is cool. That is
So,
neat.
But it's like it's an actual like.
Man, you got to get you a frame for that and pin that. You got a lot of cool stuff. You could turn that little studio you got in there pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
got
it
a
looks
lot
good
of-
now, but
Yeah.
It was set up better, and then some things fell down.
Some things started falling down. So,
So
we're like, we'll fix it later, and later just never has come yet. But
Yeah.
we will, because we want to put up some of the pictures of that we got with when we were with Tom.
and
Yeah.
So we want to put some of those up on the wall.
So we got
'Cause,
some with, like,
I
Adam
have
and Art
Adam,
Target.
like Art Target, all them on the wall.
Yeah.
When we met them, and then I have Tom's framed personalized poster, like he wrote
Yeah,
little,
we have-
like a little note to me on it.
And we have
That is really cool.
signed Nova poster right there.
Yeah.
right there.
Yep.
I watch Nova a lot play video games. I will say that she
She's so
gets
fun.
wild on that GTA server.
She's
Oh, yeah, she
hilarious.
is.
She's so funny.
Yeah.
What does she call her? I can't. Hold on.
Ollie G.
Ollie G.
Ollie
We just,
G,
we
yeah.
just got
Ollie
tattoos.
G. We got tattoos that say Ollie G.
Yeah, and she's dropping music as Ollie G, and she's trying to take over the record executives. And it's actually a pretty cool little thing she's running around doing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so mumuch fun. And her Ollie G music is legit so good. Like, a lot of those songs are on my regular playlist, like, and my gym playlist for sure.
I know.
Yeah.
Satterfield said, "I have so much ACAL merch that's too big on me now. I wish we could get more." I tried to find hats.
Yeah.
Like, you can't ACAL shut all that merch down. That sucks. That does suck.
I know.
What did
That's what,
Stephanie say? Y'all matching tattoos that Tom designed. You ladies win.
oh,
Yeah, that is
Thanks,
neat.
Stephanie.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, that is neat.
Yeah. I put
He
mine
drew
up.
it, or
Yeah,
Yeah, he drew.
Yeah, he drew it. He designed it.
He actually did. He's a really good artist. In
Yeah.
fact, he used to, back before, when him and Nova were, like, he first moved to LA and they were living together and stuff, he would buy stuff at, like, a thrift store and, like, repurpose this clothing. Like, he would either paint on it or cut it up or whatever and resell it to make money. And so
wow.
he did like 100, I think it was 100 jackets, 100 or 150 jackets, these denim jackets that he spray painted with, like, fabric spray paint and, like, designed these jackets. Not one of them are the same. They're all different. They say something different on them, and they were exclusive. And I have one of those as well.
Oh, that's badass. Yeah, you can't just go out and rebuy another one. That's neat.
Yeah, nope.
I don't think anybody really takes their merch to the level that he does too, because I've
No.
seen some really wild shit that he's got on there, and I'm like, oh, hey man, if somebody's buying it, bro, send it.
And some of the older stuff has actually been taken down. So as much stuff as he's had even more over the years.
Yeah, I was so excited that this one was still on there. I love this shirt, like this tie-dye shirt.
The tie-dye,
And, yeah, but my original one was a 4 or 5X, but I've lost so much weight that I had to.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Oh yeah, I've lost 211, 212
yeah.
pounds.
A whole person.
Yeah,
A whole
literally.
big-ass person.
I lost a whole chunky ass person, but like,
Yeah.
so I had to re-get everything in like extra large because I was like, I don't wear. If I put something on now, it looks like a goddamn dress.
Even before she started, like, she kept wearing these huge shirts where, like, the shoulder seam was, like, way down here. And I was like, girl, that shirt doesn't fit. And it's like, but when you lose that much weight, like, I always call it, like, fat girl dysmorphia or any kind of body dysmorphia where you almost don't even see yourself as
You don't
the
realize
newer
it, right,
person.
right,
Yeah.
right,
And so I actually tricked her into wearing an extra large shirt because I had one that was exclusive from the Brave 2 drop, and it has Tom and Adam on it, and it says Tom McDonald, Adam Count, who has their autographs on it, like printed on it, but
Yeah.
it only came, I think, in the large merch pack. And so it was an extra large, and it was a little bit big on me. I'm more in a large depending on the shirt, but I was like, yo, well, I have so many of these. When you can fit it, you can have it. And she was like, oh, well maybe I'll try it on. And she did, and sure enough, it's funny because it was a little bit tight at first or whatever, but now it's like
almost too big.
Almost too big. Like I was like, damn, you kind of missed the window on that one.
Yeah, that's cool though. I mean,
but
good job, congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
Nick Hogg has a great point. And looking at it like that, like Tom's a fan of Nova, and Nova got screwed over on the music industry, so that dude's just been at their throat. Yes. So it's just like a fan of Tom. When somebody goes after him, they defend him, and that's pretty dope. That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah, I love that. Good. Good
comparison
point out there.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right, this is White Boys Can't Dance, Tom McDonald.
Yeah, don't dance.
Don't dance.
Yeah.
White boys don't dance. Not that they can't, they just don't.
They don't fuck around. They ain't dancing backwards.
Yeah.
He makes all these beats too.
Yes.
We can make a Ford look foreign, sink a Chevy in the mud when we 4x4 and pour the whiskey in a cup, pour a 40 for the homies. Listen up, though, this really is important. White boys don't dance. 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 We can make a Ford look foreign, sink a Chevy in the mud when we 4x4 and pour the whiskey in a cup, pour a 40 for the homies. Listen up, though, this really is important. White boys don't dance. 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 But we can put rims on a Buick, fly flag from the roof of the unit, set a target up and shoot it. Got tobacco if you chew it. If you really wanna do it, we can do it. Let's do it. Listen in the country music on a dirt road. Party in our work clothes. Buddy got a farm. We can put you where the worms go. Closet full of camouflage, carpet full of burn holes. Hunting for a bear to make a fur coat. Baby, I'm a white boy. Dressing up means putting on a nice pair of jeans. Yeah, baby, I'm a white boy. Been drinking at the fire pit since we was 17. Baby, I'm a white boy. We can do it all, I can show you what I mean. I can take you to the mall, we can run from the police. We can head out to the woods, or we can keep it in the streets. White boys don't dance. We can make a Ford look foreign, take a Chevy in the mud when we 4x4, pour the whiskey in a cup, pour a 40 for the homies. Listen up, though, this really is important. White boys don't dance. 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 But we can drop the roof with a switch, run the city, and then get back to the sticks. We can rip, we can take the Lamborghini out and whip it down the strip. Get the Silverado, we can pull your homie out of ditch. We can get the sip of moonshine, smoke till we get too high. Flannel shirts and steel toes with jewelry and suit and ties. Everybody do or die, we ain't playing truth or lie. Homie, that's the difference between you and I. Baby, I'm a white boy. Dressing up means putting on a nice pair of jeans. Yeah, baby, I'm a white boy.
I like how he went. I like how he went. We can make a Ford look foreign, like by sticking it in the mud. Basically, you won't even recognize what it is when it's all said and done. And then he kind of like doubled back to the Lamborghini. Now he's ripping the Lamborghinis through the streets, using the Silverado to pull you out of the ditch. Like, it was dope how he did that, because I believe like he is very closed off on things he used to partake in the past. Like, you don't hear a lot of, he said we've been sitting around the fire drinking until we were 17, or since we were 17. I bet you that's a big part of why he had such a problem with alcohol, right? Yeah. So he was hanging out with the people out in the woods, drinking at the fire pit. It was okay. It was accepted. Everybody did it. And then before you know it, he was 20 years old, didn't have a pot to piss in, making, tables out of cardboard boxes. So I see the progression that he kind of, and he doesn't put it in the whole song. Like, he give you a little bit here, a little bit on the next album, a little bit on the next album. And then it's just kind of your job to line it all up.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yep.
Absolutely.
We 17, baby, I'm a white boy. We can do it all, I can show you what I mean. I can take you to the mall, we can run from the police. We can head out to the woods, or we can keep it in the streets. But white boys don't dance. We can make a Ford look foreign, take a Chevy in the mud when we 4x4, pour the whiskey in a cup, pour a 40 for the homies. Listen up, though, this really is important. White boys don't dance. White boys don't dance.
This beat goes crazy.
White boys don't dance.
That's dope. You know, and I would wonder what he meant by the white boys don't dance. I don't think he means physically dancing.
No.
Yeah, I don't think he means fighting either.
Yeah.
I think he
I think
means
it's we don't fuck around.
We don't fuck around. We're not gonna dance around like what.
We say like whether
what,
you're in the streets, in the woods, in the sticks,
Yeah,
in a
yeah.
Lamborghini, in a Silverado, like white
We're the same
boys
dude.
Yeah, we don't fuck
we're-
around. Like
yeah.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
because I took it like he said we could get it in the streets, we could get it in the field. Like he's basically saying like it doesn't matter what time you catch me. I'm still the same dude, and I'm not dancing into your comfort zone, if that makes sense. Like
Yep.
I'm not gonna change myself in order to appeal to who you are. You know what I mean? And I think that's a huge statement, especially in like this. This could be political if you think about it, but he didn't go that political route. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm not going to change you for you based off of what I see on the television and what a white boy is considered to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I got a different perspective on his country stance because I don't see Tom McDonald. You see face tattoos and braids and you know, chains, and that's just the image that's him, bro. You know what I mean? Like it's a style.
yeah,
Right.
The best way I could say it.
But that's the style, like for like so
This is
like
like a rapper style.
That's like a rapper style, right? Like for
A persona.
Yes, because like when we went to dinner, I was like, bro, I thought getting dressed up was a nice pair of jeans, bro.
we got cargo pants.
We got cargo pants, and
In fact, in Remember Who You Are that he just came out with, he was pretty much wearing that exact same outfit. Literally, the buddy work shirt. But he had
yeah, that's what he wore to
he
dinner.
wore to dinner.
Like
that was the outfit.
he was most like chill, like
Just put cargo
just
pants
like
on him and that's it.
hair back in a hat, like he was in a hat, like
Yeah.
he was just
Literally, when he
chilling.
says wearing a nice pair of jeans is dressing up, like I feel that, like a jeans and a polo. Like that's all.
Right? Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like there ain't no more than that outside of that, you know. And can
Yeah.
I wear a hat during all
Yeah.
that? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that was dope.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah, I think you're patriotic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Burnt flags.
I think we should do burnt flags next since we're on
Yeah.
declassified. So
do burnt flags.
I think
do burnt
that's
flags.
one you'll really appreciate. So a little bit more in the political sphere, but not
Yes.
like you would think necessarily.
Well, you know what's funny? So I reacted to the song he just put out. What was it called?
Us in the USA.
Yes. Okay. So it's wild, but I took my picture, I made my thumbnail, whatever. We had to go to, there was a fireworks show and a demolition derby right down the road from us that we were going to. And I take pride in America and, you know, trying to honor standing at, you know, during the national anthem, removing my hat, blah, 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 blah. We were driving down the road and there was an American flag that must have snapped off of somebody's truck and was laying in the center of the road, and people were just running it over. And we were already running like 10 minutes late, 10, 15 minutes late. And I stopped. I turned around. I went and parked on the side of the road. My wife's like, "What are you doing?" I said, "I got to get this flag." I said, I can't be out in the front yard with a flag draped around my thing, reacting to an American patriotic song, and then just drive over top of an American flag. So Tom being so patriotic for America kind of made me step back and think, well, damn, I could stop and pick that flag up. It was pretty cool to think about. Like I would have done it probably anyway, but it really made me think about it during the time. Like, damn, I just reacted to a Tom McDonald song. Dude that came from Canada to take so much pride in America. I can't drive over this fucking flag. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
I love that.
Tom would love that.
Yeah, Tom would definitely love that.
Might have
yeah,
to
it was
clip
pretty
that part.
cool.
Yeah,
It was
we're
pretty cool.
clipping
Now the
that
flag
part.
sits in my tree in the front yard.
All right,
I
yeah.
love that. Well, then I think you will really appreciate this one for sure.
What's the other one? Mary, what did you say?
Burnt flags.
Burnt flags.
Yeah.
Let's see what I did here. I'm trying to bounce between two of them, but I'm just gonna have to. There we go.
I do that all the time. It's hard sometimes.
Yeah, oh yeah, you
switch
click
it
on the
over and
wrong
I'm
thing.
like, fuck.
I like when you guys do what I do and forget to share your audio on the other tab,
And then you're just like jamming.
and then you're just jamming and there's nothing playing. I'm like, yeah, I do it all the time.
And they're like, what the fuck is going on? No sound.
Oh, no audio. Oh,
Yeah.
my bad.
Yeah. Have you ever went back and watched yourself do that?
I don't think
on
I
your live
have.
stream? Oh, it's
I don't
fun.
think I have.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I've actually like went back and watched that particularly, but it's always
because
funny
you're
when it
dead
happens.
silent, just going ham.
Yeah,
Even singing at some points, and nobody can hear anything but you.
That's hilarious.
yeah, it's so true. Oh man.
All right,
But-
this is Tom McDonald, Burnt Flags.
Everywhere I look, I see a riot in the street. I see a crackhead out his mind. I see the military and police. I see a protester with a sign. I see a veteran trying to eat. I see a cop car set on fire. I see a liberal yell and scream. I see a little bit of freedom die. I see the smoke in the sky and the hate in the eyes of America. I see the television trying to justify another woke war. Man, it's terrible. They call them left, I call them commies. I think we right, they call us Nazis. I see a civil war already coming. People gonna fight till they send in the army. They looting the corner stores and booting in boarded doors. And nobody goes to court. They burning American flags and taking over. They want your support. I see whack jobs wanna see the flag up in flames. Next time you wanna burn one, take your mask off, show your face. You ain't scaring anybody, burn another flag, dog. We ain't worried when you start a fire in the street. If you really wanna burn another one, try mine, dog. Come in the yard and you ain't gonna get to leave. Everywhere I look, there's angry people in the crowd. I see the woke mob doing crime. I see the blood spilled on the ground. I see it going viral online. I see the cops trying to shut it down. I see it getting worse all the time. I see the liberals getting loud. I see a little bit of freedom die. I see the smoke and the fire, they trying to terrify Americans. I see the liberals turn into communists, then all the communists turn into terrorists. They think we nuts, we think they worse. They think we mean, we don't get hurt. I see a civil war already coming cause there ain't enough room on the earth. They looting the corner stores and booting in boarded doors. And nobody goes to court. They burning American flags and taking over. They want your support. I see whack jobs wanna see the flag up in flames. Next time you wanna burn one, take your mask off, show your face. You ain't scaring anybody, burn another flag,
That's
dog.
crazy to think about too, because he sees a different side of this shit than I do. I'm from Florida, and I don't live in a big town in Florida. We don't have that shit. Like, you ain't catching. I don't see it. You go a little further south into Tampa, or you go into Orlando, you see that. So it kind of brings it. It makes sense that Tom talks about this shit, because living in California has got to be.
Yep.
You got to see it everywhere, right? Yeah, you got to see it. Like the whole take that mask off if you're going to burn the flag, like that speaks volumes, because I think a lot of people that are doing this shit are just doing it for attention. You know what I mean?
Yep.
They're just doing it, but not for attention for themselves, but for attention of this movement. And he's kind of shutting it down. Like, if you want attention and you want respect, take the fucking mask off. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they'll give you a little bit more respect if you're going to do it, and do it with your image. You know what I mean? Like, burn your fucking image down. Burn your how would you say it? Like, tear apart yourself and let people see that before you're going to just close it off and try to tear our country down.
100%.
Like, that was dope.
Chris said, what part of Florida he was in? Satellite Beach.
Crystal River, which is like directly west from like Daytona, like on the Gulf of America side.
Yeah.
So if you go to Daytona and you drive 4 hours to the other coast of Florida, there I am. You see me.
Nice. Okay. I like it.
All right.
We ain't worried when you start a fire in the street. If you really wanna burn another one, try mine, dog. Come in the yard and you ain't gonna get to leave.
Yeah.
If you really wanna burn another one, do it one-on-one with no mask on. If you really, really hate America, you can pack up, you can leave. If you really wanna burn another one, get another flag to pour gas on. But you'll die for the flag like a veteran if you lighten it on a minute. You ain't scaring anybody, burn another flag, dog. We ain't worried when you start a fire in the street.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We ain't worried.
Really wanna
Yeah.
burn another one, try mine, dog. Come in the yard and you ain't gonna get to leave.
Yeah, that was dope. And that, you know, I would like to see him and Adam do another track like that. I think both of those dudes are just proud, like overly proud Americans in a good way. Like, they will fight for that fucking flag, as it should be. And I think that's like what he's saying. Like, we're not worried about you burning a flag with your mask on. Take that bitch off so we can see who you are. You know what I'm saying? We're not worried about you fighting in the streets. You can fight in the streets all you want, but you bring that fight over here, you're gonna have a problem.
Yep.
And I think that speaks volumes, because it seems like that pocket of people that are doing that only prey on people that aren't going to defend themselves, that aren't going to stop it. They're just gonna sit back and take it. And Tom's like, nah, that ain't happening over here. Like, come take that. I forget when it was, but I seen Tom driving in a fucking truck through like downtown California, hanging out the window, yelling at people in a megaphone. I don't even think he had a megaphone. He was just yelling at them to get off the streets and stop acting like a bunch of assholes. This was years ago. Yeah. This was like before I didn't have any bad taste for Tom. It was literally when I was like, yo, this dude's actually speaking up for Americans. Granted, he's from Canada. He's standing on 10 when it comes to, you know, looking out for the American people. So that was a dope track.
I agree with Amy. Do a troll song.
Oh, yeah. Oh, a troll song?
Like, Everybody Needs Me. That's a good troll song.
Oh, that's a funny one.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is like, so Tom gets a lot of hate for these type of political songs because like, which is always funny when somebody like Webby says like, I'll say something Tom won't even say it. I'm like, but will you though? Yeah. But this is one of those songs that's kind of like, it's just Tom being funny Tom. Like,
yeah.
I might have heard that one. Let me see.
You?
I might have. Everyone Needs Me. Is that, does it have a music video?
Oh, yeah. Huh?
I think I might have. But we'll run it because I don't know. It sounds familiar. What is going on?
It's a good laugh one. That's what I
what album is it on?
It's just look on his actual YouTube and just type in Everybody Needs Me.
It's off of the. No, it's off.
It's smart you guys do it this way because it's filling my algorithm with Tom McDonald.
Yeah, it's gonna be flooded.
No, it is. It already did. As soon as I backed out, it was like, you want to see this Tom McDonald?
Yeah, we got more of those. Here you go.
I think. Yeah.
Kurt's gonna message us later, like, thanks a lot. Now they're just everywhere.
He has like a Rastafarian like wig, like head or like hat on that has like the dreads. And I really think Everybody Needs Me is actually he's not even talking about necessarily him. He's talking about like equality or not equality, unity. Talking about everybody needs unity, like no matter who you are. But
I want to see something before we play it.
Yeah.
But I remember the American flag ski mask. Right? Is that what he's got on in it?
No, I think that's the system.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he might.
I don't
think so. I don't think he wears the ski mask in that one.
Let me see something.
He's standing out front of the front yard with like an American flag robe on with some like I think Canadian underwear.
Fucking Speedos.
I told you he's in a
and he's got like foam fingers.
Yes.
Yeah. And then the big ass middle finger outside the house.
Let me see something.
Everybody Hates Me is a song from a long time ago that he had I think a red ski mask on.
Yeah.
That might be.
Yeah.
Well, I recognized it, and for some reason, like, you know, you make thumbnails, you kind of remember all the different.
Yeah.
I want to say, like, early on in my YouTube career, I reacted to it.
So this one has only been out in the last
No,
years.
I have the system. I actually have the system, and I got fucking, man, that's crazy. Don't even watch that one. It's wild. I can't it's not in a bad way. It's just it was 4 years ago.
Right.
So I got my little camera square by using my phone. I got the same Carol thing going on.
Yeah. Little ass phones.
All right. Everyone Needs Me. I don't know why it had reaction in the freaking, like, I already had it searched, if that makes sense. Like, I must have watched reactions to this.
Maybe,
All right. Tom McDonald, Everyone Needs Me, and he's in like, yeah, this is it. Yeah. I know which one this is. I think I have heard this, but we're going to play it.
It was always funny.
Yeah, it's a fun song.
I think the world's gone brain dead.
Yeah, I remember
when
this
that everybody identifies they, them. Cut up all their penises and trade them for some fake breasts. I ain't homophobic, I got gay friends. I just think it's weird that the world's so offended. They tell us fat is beautiful while they taking Ozempic. They wanted to get rich and they started a pandemic. And they really want to win, so they're rigging the election. elections. Everybody's offended by everything every second, and anytime that I mention that men can never get pregnant, I get aggressively threatened by kids with 17 genders who think a word is a weapon and wanna teach me a lesson. And it's crazy, P. Diddy diddling rappers and hitting women on camera. Conviction ain't gonna happen.
Bro, this video, he makes this shit uncomfortable. I think that was his goal too. I think his goal was to make people a little uncomfortable with this, because he says it like, I offend people every time I speak about the gender, that only women could have kids or whatever. I think he's intentionally trying to, like, the laying on the bed kicking his feet is crazy work.
I know.
Pandemic, and they really want to win, so they're rigging the elections. Everybody's offended by everything every second, and anytime that I mention that men can never get pregnant, I get aggressively threatened by kids with 17 genders who think a word is a weapon and want to teach me a lesson. And it's crazy, P. Diddy diddling rappers and hitting women on camera. Conviction ain't gonna happen. Hit the evidence instead of putting him in the slammer, cause he's too rich to be canceled. We try to fill a prison cell with the president. Born in Canada, moved to the USA, where you're probably a racist if you're not gay. All of
that's
my
wild.
blacks, all of my whites, if you on the left, if you on the right, if you got a weenie and or the genie, they, them, he, she. Everybody needs me. All of my straights, all of my gays, all of my bis who swing both ways. If you got a weenie, tatas and peepees, they, them, he, she. Everybody needs me.
One the doctor, tell him save me man. Me the C1 rapper, he a chichi man.
I think the world's gone mad. Do black lives still matter, or is trans the new black? Every time I rap, I got them crapping their pants. They having cardiac arrest like they all had the jab. It's weird, take a look at your history. You're yelling free Palestine. Look what happened when you freed Britney. Your children ain't gay, they've been watching.
I'll be honest with you. I love nothing more than when I find the Tom McDonald reactions to the gay people that appreciate what he's talking about, or the trans people that appreciate what he's talking about. Because I think when you put such an emphasis on like trying to make these people better than, it makes people push back. You know what I'm saying? Like, rather than just letting people be people and letting people be different and not televising it all over about this right, that right, this right, that right, then there's no pushback. Like, I'm from the 80s. I was born in the 80s. So like, it was there, but we didn't like televise it and make a big deal about it. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's kind of like what he's saying, like, hey, just go back to being you. We don't need all this extra bullshit that's attached to it all. We don't need you to take it from Black Lives Matter to Trans Lives Matter to, you know, it's constantly a new something matters. Well, shit, it all matters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So but he loves making, like, the Rastafarian point. I think he was, because a lot of people back then, you know, remember Collie Buddz? Finally the buds come around. That guy had finally the herbs. He was like a white Rastafarian.
Oh, okay.
He's like, so I think he's saying like everybody's trying to fit in to a pocket at the time. Like, you're changing who you are. Like, one day you're Black Lives Matter, one day you're Trans Lives Matter, one day you're a Rastafarian rapper, one day you're, you know what I mean? So I like how he did that, because I don't know what relation the Rastafarian sound, unless he was just trying to be funny in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a little bit of both, really. Well, and he does a very great Jamaican accent. Funny enough,
like, he's standing in a Canadian Speedo with an American flag robe on, drinking out of, I don't know, it looks like there's a crab on the outside of his coffee cup. Like,
yeah, and a lot of these songs are like almost like trolling those people, because he's like, you know, like. He says in No Response, like, the algorithm triggered by exploiting your weakness. And, like, people are going to go crazy over this song. Like, some people are going to love it who agree with it. People are going to hate it who disagree with what he's saying. And they're going to go at it in the comments and stuff. But this is his way of, like, basically trolling those people, like the progressive liberals, with this type of song, especially, like, you know, in one section, like, or, like, part of it is the troll of it. Like, you know, everybody says like, oh, you're Canadian, you can't be, you know, what, you can't speak on American politics, so thus the Canadian Speedo.
Yeah. Like, eat my nuts. Yeah, I get it.
That's hilarious. I would have never went there, but all right.
Well, I get what he's got the middle finger in and that's pretty cool. I don't know if there's no way they put that middle finger. That's all CGI. But that's still dope, and it looks good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did Nova shoot this video too?
I believe
I think she does all of them for the most part.
Yeah. So she's more in the director's chair now in the editor, rather than like now that they have help from his sister and brother-in-law to be able to film that and everything. So
what a spot to stop though. I can't believe I stopped right there.
I know, that's perfect.
Watch Disney. Eminem fans praying Shady will diss me. Everybody's so triggered that I just keep getting bigger. They want a Morgan Wallen me like Tom McDonald said.
Damn.
I just wanna know about which rich celebrities kiss kids. The Epstein list is hid from existence. I don't wanna be nobody other than me. I wanna choke the woke until they struggle to breathe. Hollywood is a joke and I'm exposing the creeps like Ellen Page and Amanda if she's squatting the pee. Born in Canada, moved to the USA, where you're probably a racist.
Hey,
You're
hey, all he's missing in this thing is one of them shiwis. Yeah. Yeah, them things that females they try to stand pissing with those little cup things, the shiwi. If he would have come out with the shiwi, that would have made it. That would have
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
That's wild, bro.
That's so
wild.
funny. Oh.
probably a racist.
I gotta go back to the
Not
squat.
gay. All of my flags, all of my
Oh, you already do the squat, dude. Squat when you pee.
man if she's squatting the pee. Joking, I'm exposing the creeps like Ellen Page and a man if she's squatting the pee. Born
Ellen Page, bro. This motherfucker's wild, dude.
in Canada, moved to the USA, where you're probably a racist if you're not gay. All of my blacks, all of my whites, if you on the left, if you on the right, if you got a weenie and or the genie, they, them, he, she. Everybody needs me. All of my straights, all of my gays, all of my guys who swing both ways. If you got a weenie, tatas and peepees, they, them, he, she. Everybody needs me. Don't call me a white boy, I identify as black. My pronouns are the ones you didn't use, so now I'm mad. My hunters go hunting while your hunter's smoking crack. I can't say the R word, so y'all are handicapped. All of my blacks, all of my whites, if you on the left, if you on the right, if you got a weenie and or the genie, they, them, he, she. Everybody needs me. All of my straights, all of my gays, all of my guys who swing both ways. If you got a weenie, tatas and peepees, they, them, he, she. Everybody needs me.
One the doctor. Tell him save me mad. Me the C1 rapper. He a chichi man.
That's he had me choke on that fucking Rastafari.
That's like my favorite. My favorite part of that whole song is that little Rastafarian thing, whatever. But
what does he do with all those props? Like he's got props upon prop. Like this is crazy. This outfit right here.
Yeah, I bet he bought that on
Oh,
Amazon.
that
too.
is epic,
I bet you it's
dude.
from Amazon. I bet you anything.
Amazon or Temu.
I couldn't even imagine though where he's probably got a whole warehouse full of this shit.
Yeah, and so that's why a lot of it, like the skulls from
like
Poop
he'll
Mountain and
resell
stuff, like
it.
he'll sell it as like memorabilia, you know, that people want. So he makes like a little bit back from it, but yeah, this dude has more like costumes and shit for music videos than I don't even know. Like
That's what I'm saying. Like these glasses, where did he even get these glasses? These the gold ones.
Oh yeah.
I bet you Amazon.
Probably Amazon.
I bet you anything.
I would love to see his Amazon like recent purchases, like his
know.
cart all-time
Right?
purchases.
Oh god, you can only imagine.
Yeah.
Holy
'cause
shit.
I'm sure he had has fun time with all that.
So you think this one he was just because he's like he was just calling out everybody that's they, them, there, and there. He was literally like talking shit to anybody that like it's so weird how he has that. The replay value ain't there for this one, but I don't think it was meant to be. I think it was just meant for him to say some shit, make you feel some type of way, and then I'm out of here. Like, I don't know, dude. It's a different style. Like, it's just, I wouldn't call it clout chasing because if anything, it's more like he's rage baiting these people because he knows they're going to say something regardless. So it's like, I feel like he puts these songs out. So now everybody rage baits to this song, and then he puts some songs out that actually mean some shit to him.
Yeah.
And then the fans find that enjoy his music. You know what I'm saying? It's like a trap.
Yeah.
Like these are like little traps for him.
Look, Aaron.
Replay value. This song is on my playlist. Yeah, I mean, it like there's some like Devil is a Democrat. Have you done that one? That it's like basically
yeah. I have done that one.
Yeah,
I have.
That's one of my favorite beats that he's ever made, and like because of that, just like the flow, the cadence of it, like everything about that song, like I will re-listen to that song a lot. Because
I don't mean it as that. I don't mean it as how many times you're gonna listen to it. I mean like substance in the track.
That wasn't.
Like,
it wasn't the main focus. Isn't necessarily I think to be just like that replay value, like you're saying, but to like bring light to the fact that like some of the stuff he's talking about are like almost like contradictions on the other side kind of thing.
Right.
You know, like
right.
Is it still Black Lives Matter or is it now Trans Lives Matter? Like that didn't go off, so now we're switching to this gear and like. You know, he's saying all the kind of wild shit that people argue about and say. Like, I think Me Versus You would be a good one, too, because that's more of a piece of art than it is, like...
I think he's making you step back and really look at what you claim to support. You know what I'm saying? Like, how come it changes every 10 years of what somebody's going to support? Like, just support being you. Support being yourself. Support, you know, if you love somebody that's trans or gay or black or white, whatever, just support them for them. You don't got to support them for all their different parts about them. You could just support the person. You don't have to support their sexual orientation. And that was the thing. Like, that was my biggest issue in all this is like, you don't see them throwing big parades for men and women that, you know, are married. They don't. There's no men and women married parade that's out in the streets. They don't do that. And they shouldn't do that. So why do they do that with anything else? You know what I'm saying?
Like why can you like, and that's why I think the chorus part is actually speaking on unity. Cause it's like, whether you're straight, gay, you have a weenie or a vagini, like everybody needs me, like everybody needs unity. And that's how we come together. All this shit that we're arguing about is like, a lot of it is kind of like dumb, right? Like, you know, whether or not somebody is using your preferred pronouns is not, words are not violence in that situation. It's just go on with your life. Their opinion of you has no bearing. Like, it's not going to affect you at all. So it's like, why is everybody arguing over this dumb shit? Right. You know, when there's like a lot more, like more important things I think we could be discussing and debating. But
well, think about it. Every 10 years it changes. Like now the arguments, women and men's sports, it started probably 10 years ago with the Olympics and all that stuff that was going on. Now it's going to transition and it's crazy I'm even using the word transition, but now it's going to transition into something different. You know, it'll go a different route. And I get what he's saying. Like, quit boxing people in to be a certain type of way. Just support the people that you support and love the people that you love, and you ain't got to talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Me Versus You would probably be a good one too. Yeah, it's definitely more political. Yeah. This is probably also a song to me personally. Without the video, like you wouldn't be listening to this song really like in your like the video is what makes this whole thing. Like it's not.
And he even said it's like it's more of a piece of art than anything else. And this song came out before the last election for sure. Yeah. But I love it because it represents to me the
left versus the right.
Yeah, it's like the debate that happens in the comment section on a lot of like his videos or other political type of posts or whatever. But and like the fact that we're even the purpose of these type of songs is to create the discussion. It's a conversation starter, right? Like it's the fact that we're going over like a lot of the things that he's saying. What does he mean? Okay, well, you know, he talks about this and this, and well, you know, that leads us to a different conversation, and it like makes people start talking and discussing things that matter. I feel like
that makes sense.
I love Me Versus You, and like it's a song I definitely will still listen to. Like, but once you see the video, it's in your mind, so you kind of understand it better. But without the video, like she was saying, the context would kind of be lost. But I think the video makes it powerful. So, and then we'll switch it up to something like non-political. All
right, bet.
After that.
Pink.
I'm the one that you hate for making America great, and I'm the one who's trying to build back better. We ain't the same. Yeah, you're right, there's a difference. Y'all are woke and we're awake. What a joke. Does white privilege have something to say? Your president drove the country into the ground. The crime rate is through the roof, there ain't no jobs to be found. Inflation going up, my kids need food in their mouths. You put the fake news on every TV screen in my house. Hold up, your president a racist, homophobic, tried to overthrow democracy and everybody knows it. He will never make America great again like the slogan. He a white supremacist, just like all of you who voted. That is not facts. All you woke morons do is talk trash. Drag queens in classrooms hate anyone who's not black. You're pro-white, you know that's what the Klan members are, right? You're anti-LGBTQ, then why they always on your mind? Bro, you're a boy, you're a girl, stop playing stupid. You screwing up the youth and all the children are our future. You don't care about the kids, look at all the school shootings. You're pro-gun, it's your fault, stop making those excuses. You think anyone who don't agree with you is just a bigot. You're a fascist, you're a Nazi. You just mad because you triggered. You're just jealous of the left because we're progressive and we're winning. Now I'm tripping that you won the election because you rigged it. They put you on the left, they put you on the right. They tell you what to hate, then they tell you who to fight. Till you're screaming, screaming. They put you on the right, they put you on the left. They tell you who to hate, they do anything to get you screaming, screaming. My president draining the swamp, we building walls. Your president opened the border for one and all. Now there's murderers and criminals evading the law. Walking right into America, our safety is gone. Well, my president ended pandemic, saved the economy, and introduced legislation fighting for our equality. His son smokes crack. I don't care about that, honestly. He's raising all our wages. He can't raise his children properly. You obviously pro-life. A woman's choice is your right. I feel like abortion is important and you don't like. You're treating it like birth control. You're treating them like your wife. I said that all lives matter and I also meant unborn life. You're so clever. Go ahead, make your little memes while we're...
I like how he put it as like, I've always felt like they use, so everybody's got a favorite sports team, whether it be whatever sport it may be, right? Soccer, football, baseball, hockey, whatever. And if you don't have a favorite sports team, you have a favorite brand of vehicles. If you don't have that, you have a favorite. He's putting it as like two boxers boxing in a ring, and then the other Tom that's all in all black is kind of like the referee, like is calling it for what it is. And it's like he's showing that they use this left versus right, me versus you, him versus her, black versus white, as a way to market America, if that makes any sense. Like that argument that's going on all the time is what helps the algorithm continue to push the argument, which in turn then they start shoving different things in there for you to purchase or you to watch. Or I like the direction he went with this. I see what you're saying. Like, you're just listening to the song, it really doesn't make any sense. It sounds like he's just yelling at each other.
Yeah,
right.
But just by getting in a blue shirt and a red shirt and standing face to face and pointing back and forth, that's literally what we do as Americans. And I say we because I'm a part of America, and just because I don't do it all the time doesn't mean that it's not what we're a part of, and we're definitely a part of an argument.
Yeah, and I love the fact that the blue Tom and red Tom are standing on the on the railroad tracks, like across from each other, because different sides of the tracks, different sides of the aisle type,
different side of the fence, different side of the that's dope.
Bringing home the soldiers who were in the Middle East. Okay, you brought the soldiers home, but then you burnt the flag and took a knee and left the men who fought for all our freedom homeless on the street. Build back better, there'll be violence and riots until you Bible thumpers learn to fall in line and trust the science. We ain't ever backing down from all you pedos and tyrants. The right is fighting the system, the left designed to divide us. And that is clown talk, all you got is mean tweets. It's free speech, call the cops, dog, you defunded the police. This country will be better off without all you freaks. This is America, homie, if you don't like it, you can leave. They put you on the left, they put you on the right.
I like how he even used factual shit from both sides. Like, rather than just talking shit about that side, he talked like that side. That was dope.
They tell you who to fight, till you're screaming, screaming. They put you on the right, they put you on the left. They tell you who to hate, they do anything to get you screaming, screaming. No president will ever give a damn about the truth. It don't matter who's the winner, cause the people always lose. No president will ever break the system from inside. It's a deep state plan dividing us into sides. It don't matter if you're left, right, black, white, red, blue, conservative or liberal, rich, poor, me, you, Republican or Democrat, old, young, mean, cool. They promise us our freedom, but then all we get is free doom. They put you on the left, they put you on the right. They tell you what to hate, then they tell you who to fight till you're screaming, screaming. They put you on the right, they put you on the left. They tell you who to hate, they do anything to get you screaming, screaming.
I think this one has more replay value than the other one. I would listen to this a few times over. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like that message in that. Because I believe that too, bro. I think they're definitely just pinning us against each other in order to keep control of one another. You know what I mean? If we all agreed,
divide and conquer is the payoff. Like keep people divided, they're not going to rise up against you.
For sure. Yeah, if we all agreed to disagree, that would be insane. You know what I'm saying? Like
they wouldn't be able to control us anymore, and that's what they're trying to avoid. Is like the more the left and the right, or black versus white, or any of those things are pitted against each other, then they can control the narrative. They can insert propaganda. They can lead you to believe whatever they want you to believe, and then you stay voting from that. Like they're like they have that saying, "Vote blue, no matter who," kind of thing. It's like people are literally voting on a color on a team rather than like for issues that actually matter. Half the time, they don't even know what they're voting for.
Right. So, well, Carol said in the very beginning, like she would sit in the comments and she would delete it, and then she would put it back, or she type it and delete it and put it back. And I think that's powerful, because I think if more people would do that and just agree to disagree and kind of take in what their opinion is on it and look past that opinion, you could find really good people in your life. But when you focus so much on just their opinion and how much you hate, like where Tom's like, I hate you, that's literally what Carol is kind of blocking from happening. Even though she doesn't agree with you, she's not voicing it in order for you to feel it. You get what I'm saying? Like that's cool. And so that makes sense on why you guys support Tom, because it looks like you align with a lot of those same, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, absolutely.
You have to push to a point in order to talk some shit, and then once you push to that point, you're still not a bad person. You just have a bad opinion, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I actually I'm no longer a friend of mine that I was friends with for over 30 years, and it was over politics. So
crazy.
You know, we got into a big old argument actually about ICE, and of course, she was obviously on the opposition of what I believe. And it was starting this big argument. And I said, you know, why can't we just simply agree to disagree? You know what I mean? Like, we're not going to see eye to eye. But then because of the way I believed, then she decided to attack my character, like who I was as a person.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And so because I believed this way, then that made me somehow a bad person. And that's when I was like, all right, well, and I literally said, we can no longer be friends, because you can't separate like an opinion and the way I feel about something from the way you feel about something. And it was every time we talked, she wanted to debate over something, and it would end up heated. It would end up, ugly or whatever it might be. And finally, I had to just walk away. Like, I know we've been friends for like 30 years, because she even said to me, she was like, what happened to you? I was like, what do you mean? I was like, so for one, the world evolves and we evolve with it, right? The same shit that was happening when we were 17 is not what's happening now when I'm 48 years old. So my opinion is going to change on as the world evolved, I evolved in the way I think. And because you can't accept it, to me, that's a you problem. That's not a me problem. Yeah. So, I was like, well, sorry, and I tried to make it as, what is the word I'm looking for? Cordial as possible when it came to like the split of it. But it was pretty ugly. And I was like, well, you know what? That's just the way it's going to have to be. Because I can be a hothead. Like, I can control myself a lot in the comments. But sometimes, like, on here, like, nah. Like, I can be a fucking firecracker. And I've even had some people in the chat when I was going off.
They're like, to crash out on.
They're like, don't. Tom was scared. Oh, you wish.
He said Tom never responded to Upchurch diss track. Was he scared?
Nah.
I'd be like, no, he did respond. Just not in the way that some people thought he would.
Yeah. Well, I think that for me, people's actions dictate what I would look at them as their political stance, right? So like in Carol's situation, I would say, well, that lady's a fucking liberal, because she's judging you based off of your lifestyle and your beliefs as a person, as an American, and that's wrong, right? So like what OT Creeker's saying, I see why they were calling Creek Squad and Upchurch a liberal for so long, because like you can't just because you don't agree with a person's opinion doesn't mean it's okay to judge their character and judge who they are as a person. Like, if you don't like their music, you don't like their music. And I think the reason why Tom didn't give Upchurch the attention that he wanted is because he knew that's why he did it. He didn't do it because he had a difference of belief or a difference of an understanding of life. He was going at him as a individual and judging him based off of his beliefs, right? And he was doing it for attention. And he said it in that other song. He's like, bro, I know what you're doing. You just want the clout and you want the attention off of me saying your name. And you could call that egotistical, but it's not. It's factual. I'm not going to give you that just like Carol. She didn't say the lady's name that she had a problem with because she knows in the grand scheme of things that the lady was looking for attention probably from her. She was probably doing that to her in order for her to bow down and say, oh, I'm so sorry. I don't want you. No, fuck that. If you don't like me for who I am, kick rocks, because it's all about how we were raised and what we went through in life. Our life experiences are going to determine what side of the tracks we would stand on, right? So,
yeah, no, and with that same person, you know, she hated Tom. Boy, she did not like Tom.
That's crazy.
There was a couple songs that she would like from Tom, but she didn't really like Tom. And then she basically too, you know, again, tried to say like, oh, you don't really like actually communicate with Tom. You know, and I was like, I don't? Okay. You know, and I'm like, all right. So I wanted nothing more, though, for her to freaking see the goddamn pictures of us with Tom. But we weren't talking at that point. But just because
he's got that song Snowflakes, and that reminds me of why he's saying that. Like, you're so soft and you're such a fucking bitch that you're going to be nasty to me because of what I believe in and what I've experienced in my life. Yo, that's wild.
Yeah.
That's a good story, though.
Yeah, no, it's very true. Lacey was here. Lacey's heard me argue with her.
That Acuna 287 is a buddy of mine, and dude, he's told me even when I was riding with Church, he's like, bro, you're sleeping on Tom. You're sleeping on Tom McDonald. I'm like, nah, fuck Tom McDonald. I'm like, I don't want to listen to political music over and over and over talking about the same shit that I already know about. Well, I was wrong because he's not. He's putting it in a different perspective too. He, like, this video is a good example of that. Like, he is saying the things that he doesn't agree with, but he put it in a song, right? You know what I'm saying? And he gave it through both directions. So that was dope.
Yeah.
Do we want to?
That might be a good one to follow up, just because what he was just talking about.
Yeah.
Accurate.
Okay, so while it's not really like political, but like I feel like Carol's right. It's a good follow up to what we were just talking about. It's a song called Equality that he came out with at the end of last year, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be on the Declassified.
Hey, you guys down with doing a few more, and then maybe we can do a part 2 or something of this?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, because I like doing this, and I like understanding. I was a hater, bro, and I was a hater. I was a fan before I was a hater, right? And I wish I would have not had those 2.5 years where I wasn't listening to the stuff that he was putting out, because the dude is super talented, and I think his message is the most important part of it. I think his image, right? You see his image and you hear his aggressive sound, and that kind of blocks out the message in the beginning, right? Until if you don't listen further in, the image will throw you off, and that's what I think happened.
Yeah.
What was it?
Equality.
Yeah, Equality. There's a music video for it. Yeah.
Release.
Oh yeah, there is a music video. I forgot.
I think it's number 1. Yeah, it's number 1 on the album. Okay, that's one I keep hearing when I.
This is Anti.
Yeah.
Equality.
Yeah, Equality. It had a video. It was technically like, so it had a video.
Oh,
but
yeah,
it was never
I
released
see
as a
it.
digital release.
There you go.
Yeah.
I see it. It just said next, up next. And that's what I read.
Oh yeah.
All right, Tom McDonald, Equality.
I don't care if you black, care if you white, care if you left, care if you right, care if you straight, care if you gay, long as you waving American flags. Don't care about your gender, don't care about your race, don't care about your politics, we're all the same. I don't discriminate or make apologies. Screw everybody, that's equality. I've been in the ghetto and the burbs, Black, white, rich, poor, flip him out a bird. Give a damn, anyone can get to work. Gay, straight, left, right, give them all a turn. I don't see color like you. Long as we waving that red, white, and blue. Keep all that weird away from the kids. If you're good, then we're good. If you're cool, then we're cool. I'm a white boy who don't got an issue with adversity. I don't got a problem with diversity. I don't care if you street smart or went to university. Everyone to homie till they turn on me. Nerdy, Caucasian, a turban, a Asian, a black man, a trans, a woman, a they, them. I'll never hate you for physical traits, but I'll judge you for all of the ways you behave. I don't care if you black, care if you white, care if you left,
like this
care
one.
if you right, care if you straight, care if you gay. Long as you waving American flags. Don't care about your gender, don't care about your race, don't care about your politics. We're all the same. I don't discriminate or make apologies. Screw everybody, that's equality. I've been pissing everybody off. Republicans and liberals, yeah, everybody's soft. I don't care what side you be on. Conservative or Democrat, motherfucker them all. I don't divide up his sides. Long as you waving the stars and the stripes. Long as you promise that you'll ride or die. Could be black, could be white. If you down, you alright. I'm a white boy, I don't got a problem with an immigrant. Met a few, I like him more.
Hey, he kind of plays back to that white boy shit. That other song that we heard, White Boys Don't Dance or whatever. He's saying, like, I don't care who you are. I'm down with all y'all. You know what I'm saying? But I just remember that I'm a white boy. Like, just saying, like, you can't be mad at everything that I do. You know what I'm saying? I like this. I like how he's definitely, I'm cool with everybody as long as you're cool with me type shit. You know what I mean? Like, I like this one. And this is how the music video is all the way through, just standing in this junkyard too.
Pretty much, yeah.
I like that. Well, that just kind of shows like, hey, I come from the same place that a lot of you guys come from, but you hate on me for it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Right, I'm a white boy, I don't got a problem with an immigrant. Met a few, I like them more than citizens. As long as they ain't criminals, they're ignorant, I give them all the benefit. Let them in and kick it if they're innocent. Nerdy, Caucasian, a turban, a Asian, a black man, a trans, a woman, a they, them. I'll never hate you for physical traits, but I'll judge you for all of the ways you behave. I don't care if you black, care if you white, care if you left, care if you right, care if you straight, care if you gay. Long as you waving American flags. Don't care about your gender, don't care about your race, don't care about your politics, we're all the same. I don't discriminate or make apologies. Screw everybody, that's equality. I don't care if you dead broke or you rich. I don't care about the pigment in your skin. I don't care if you in a church or a mosque. It's all good, it's all love till it's not. I don't care if you black, care if you white, care if you left, care if you right, care if you straight, care if you gay. Long as you waving American flags. Don't care about your gender, don't care about your race, don't care about your politics, we're all the same. I don't discriminate or make apologies. Screw everybody, that's equality.
Yo, that's probably my favorite one yet.
Yeah.
I like that.
Song.
I like that song
like
a lot
that.
too.
Yeah. I was really excited because that's like, I literally feel the exact same way as he does in that song. You know, like, even about immigrants, like, if you, like, I mean, I'm down for everybody to come here as long as you're, like, legal. Like, come here legally. And, like, I mean, Tom's an immigrant. My grandparents are immigrants. Like, you know, it's like, if you are not a criminal and you want to come in this country, like, cool. Just do it the right way. Like, I don't have a problem with immigrants.
I'll go as far as saying this. If you come to this country, even illegally, right? If you are doing the right thing to lift the country up and you're taking care of your family and you're not mooching off the government and you're doing the right thing and there's no criminal activity involved and you skate through that's how America was built, by a bunch of people that just roamed over here and started fucking getting to work, right?
Yeah.
So I agree. I'm with you. Like, as long as you're for the overall picture, you know what I mean? And you're not discriminating on people based off of their religion or their pigment in their skin, like he said, or, hey, I'm for it, bro. Some of the, you know, what's crazy is our military should be a prime example of why you can't, because somebody could be a different pigment and save your life. Somebody could be a different nationality and save your life. You know what I'm saying? You could be at work and a forklift could be about ready to crush you and a black dude could jump on there and hit the thing and it move it an inch and your life is saved. You know? And I've heard stories where people, like, I've literally heard stories where people had a different feeling towards a race or a religion, and the person that was that race or religion changed their life for the better, and it opened their eyes to say, hey, it's not the color of your skin or your sexual orientation or your religion, it's the person inside. You know what I mean? So that's dope. And this is a great message, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
I think that one might be another one.
Oh, yeah. Have you heard Charlie, the song he wrote after Charlie was killed?
I did. I did.
That one's tough for me to listen to, just because like that was such a sad moment in America. But I love that he didn't go like, he didn't go you missed with it. Because he had spoken to Charlie a small amount.
Well, you see that trial's been going on, right?
Yeah, I've heard about it. I haven't like seen anything from it, but I've definitely heard it's going on. But it's just heartbreaking.
It's I don't know what to believe. You know what I'm saying?
Same.
Like I see why he did that as a respect sign for like Charlie Kirk. Like he was definitely just showing respect to the individual. Mm-hmm. But man, I would have liked to hear him snap on all the, I wouldn't mind hearing him do something else about that whole situation. Like the trial is insane. Like the ladies, basically, there's like firearm experts in there. It doesn't match. Things don't make sense.
I've definitely heard some conspiracies from it, like the whole situation, or like I don't know, like you said, I don't know what to believe.
There was a screwdriver that was found on a red screwdriver or whatever that was found up on the roof that he supposedly took the shot from, and then I've watched YouTube channels of like firearm experts that own that firearm, and it's not even, you don't even use the type of screwdriver that they said was up there in order to assemble that firearm. There's a special, like a star bit almost. Mm-hmm. And so to hear them talking about that up on, and they keep redacting a bunch of the stuff. Like instead of showing the world, they say, oh, we can't show you that because there's graphic images. And like, no. We seen the most graphic shit we could have seen when it happened. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he was shot live. Like,
dude, and like I've seen that video. Like, that was one of the hardest videos. I think. Like, I don't think I'll ever get that image out of my head.
It was, in my opinion, they took that man's life to create more division. Like literally, Absolutely. They knew what it was going to do. They knew it was going to be left versus right. Right, and it should just be right versus wrong is where it should be. You know what I mean? So,
I agree.
I understand a little bit more of why Tom's got these messages, because when you got a platform as big as his, why not talk about this shit? And if you have passion for it and it's really something that you follow, which it sounds like listening to his live streams and him talk about it, he follows it. That's dope.
Yeah, that's
this one.
That one's a really different sound.
Yeah, I think that would be a good one
to end. It's a very different sound.
Yeah. So if we're gonna do one or two more, I would say definitely "Us Against the World" from his "Us Against the World" album. That was, I think, 2021.
Let's do two more. Do one that you think I wouldn't like, and then do one that whatever we can do whatever.
Okay.
One that maybe you wouldn't like.
That you would think, like if you're like, there ain't no way Kurt's gonna appreciate this.
Maybe
one.
"Flowers," because it's a little bit slower.
Yeah,
but I still think he would end up liking it though.
We don't know. Maybe,
I don't know.
It's a slower song.
Yeah.
Yeah, the slower ones definitely aren't as.
That one.
I don't like that one very much. So.
I know. But I also like "Still the One," but it's one that he wouldn't like.
I don't know. That's a tough one.
Yeah. I don't know. I definitely think "Us Against the World," and then maybe "Flowers" or "Underdogs" or something like that.
The slower one, "Flowers," I think would be a good one.
Yeah, "Flowers" because it's off the new albums.
Okay, so which one are we doing first? "Flowers"?
Declassified and
"Us Against the World"
are both on.
Yeah,
Declassified.
they're both on Declassified. Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll go "Us Against the World."
That one first.
Yeah, try that one first.
Okay.
It's a definitely different sound for sure.
Yeah.
Like beat, like it's different.
All right.
So he may not like that one just because it's so different.
All right. But, Tom McDonald, "Us Against the World." Is that the one?
Yes.
Okay. Boom. There it is. All right. Tom McDonald, "Us Against the World." Is this the one that I might like or might not like? Is that which one?
This is like, I think it could be like a yeah.
All right. Let's go.
They can try to shut us up, try to cut us down. Ain't no army that is gonna stop us now. Try to lock us up, try to smoke us out. Ain't an ocean big enough for us to drown. I ain't stopping till the cops come out. I ain't stopping till we run this town. I ain't stopping till I'm in the ground. Got a shotgun, riding shotgun, blow. We are the problem, we are the wrenches inside of the system. We are the ones who they trying to control every day, and we're also the ones who won't listen. We are the black, and we are the white. We are the atheists, we are the Christians. We are the ones who aren't fooled by the news and the words that they use every night coming through televisions. It's a revolution. I would rather die by electrocution than let them silence us or let them lie to us for one more day. This is retribution. Let them hate if they want to hate. Trust them, I say what I want to say.
Hey,
I ain't gonna
yo,
fake it or
what
run
a
away.
way you guys set that up, because this is like him saying, I know you guys understand my music. Like, hey, this is for the people that understand what I'm talking about. Yo, this is dope.
By electrocution, then let them silence us or let them lie to us for one more day. This is retribution. Let them hate if they want to hate. Trust them, I say what I want to say. I ain't gonna fake it or run away. Face it, I'm unafraid. Take it on the chin like a man with his judgment day. We're the underdogs, we're the challengers on our worst behavior. We're the renegades, we're the vagabonds, we're our generation. We're the counterculture, we're the underground. Don't know what to tell you. Label us as your enemy, but we're the rebellion. Try to kill us all, try to bleed us dry. Try to wage a war that we will not survive. Try to hold us back, try to dim the light. We will rise against, they won't last the night. I ain't stopping till I'm in my grave. I ain't stopping if they driving tanks. I ain't stopping till I'm in their face. Got a shotgun, riding shotgun, bang. We are the rebels,
I like
we are
this.
the glitches inside of the matrix. We are the ones who decided to stand up and fight for the right to say we ain't gonna take it. We are the people, we are the places, we are the heroes, we are the faces. We're the attitude that happens after you try to attack the truth and do damage for ages. It's an evolution, we don't bow down for any human. I'd rather die than go on living life like a pawn for the people who think that we're stupid. Let them talk if they want to talk.
Yo, the instrumentation of this is awesome. Like that guitar in the background, and it's like, I feel like this to me is like his anthem, like to his people, because it shows like unity at its max. If you understand it, I'm riding with you. Like, I feel like he should be in a truck with fucking American flags and just people just piled in the back of this, just cruising through the town. Like, this is a dope.
Have you ever heard My Fans?
Uh-uh.
Oh, that might be how we have to close out with.
Oh, we have to close out with My Fans.
Yeah, this is dope. I like this. I like this vibe from Tom. And I like how he's just saying it for what it is. Like, hey, this is what it is, bro. I'm showing up with it. I like where he said I'm showing up with a shotgun. If I'm riding with you, I'm riding with you. Like, this is dope.
People, we are the places, we are the heroes, we are the faces. We're the attitude that happens after you try to attack the truth and do damage for ages. It's an evolution, we don't bow down for any human. I'd rather die than go on living life like a pawn for the people who think that we're stupid. Let them talk if they want to talk. I ain't gonna stop till I want to stop. I ain't gonna drop when they take a shot, cock back and aim at y'all. Pop off the top of grenades, I ain't playing y'all. We're the underdogs, we're the challengers on our worst behavior. We're the renegades, we're the vagabonds, we're our generation. We're the counterculture, we're the underground, don't know what to tell you. Label us as your enemy, but we're the rebellion. Smell the sulfur in the sky, but I see it through a soldier's eye. And we didn't come to lose the fight. Believe from the ashes we will rise. Fight for
Yeah, that was definitely a song to anybody that understands it. That's dope.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
dope.
and that's why I think, even though I don't think you'll hate this song. But it's definitely older, and it's my fans, and this will actually maybe even help you understand why like Tom's fans are the way we are.
Yeah. In fact, this is the song that turned things around. Like for Tim, Tim got a different view of Tom. Like really gained a lot of respect off this
Song.
Out of all the songs we had reacted to with him or whatever that he listened to, My Fans was like his favorite.
Now there's gonna find two versions. Don't pick the one that's 18 minutes long.
Yeah.
Like there's like two.
What did
versions.
he do? Like a is that the one where he put a bunch of people in the video?
Yeah.
He like
Yeah, I
asked-
kind of seen something about that. Was a long time ago, right?
He asked fans to like submit like videos or pictures or stuff like that of them with their merch and all of that, and like there was so many that they got that they didn't want to exclude anyone, so they added all the extra footage of fans at the end, and so it became an 18-minute video.
Yeah, but there's two versions, so just the song.
I wonder if there was any like significance. It looks like he's got that song. Oh no, it's a little longer. I've seen a lot of his songs land on that 316, like the Stone Cold Steve Austin 316. He's got a lot of songs that are 3 minutes and 16 seconds. I wonder if that's by design ever.
Oh, I don't know.
Could
no,
be.
I want to ask.
I know,
That's an interview question for part 2.
right? Kurt said,
Yeah. Yeah. No, you should say somebody says.
Yeah,
Captain
he had
Kurt
me-
pointed out that.
Yeah. So this is this the right one? What is this?
Fake fans. Oh, that's another really good one. Like, there's so many good, fun songs.
He put diss on it. Who's he
yeah,
dissing?
himself.
He's talking about. Oh yeah, Captain Corny. He did a diss on him. He basically just like made fun of all the people that make fun of him, kind of thing. But like making fun of him at the same time.
Another
it's
troll.
fucking hilarious. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, if we had more time, like we're definitely gonna have to do a part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like this. This is dope, and I learn a lot about this because, to be honest with you, I think like when you get so disconnected from an artist because of an opinion, then you really lose. I had to like erase that a little bit.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you what. There's been a lot of people that support Tom that has helped that along the way. You guys being one of them. Adam, dude, he looks, and he went from being a doubter, right? He went from being a doubter of Tom McDonald to being like a supporter, a friend. You know what I'm saying? So seeing that and understanding that a little bit kind of helped me to kind of step back and say, let me look at this through like a clear lens. You know what I'm saying? And not look at it as this guy that's trying to mooch off of America, sells Chinese merch, you know what I'm saying, indoctrinates babies like that. I had to kind of like erase all that, which is what he talks about in his music, that other people are going to. I was a victim of what he preaches about, of listening to other people's opinion on somebody else. Like I was judging Tom McDonald based off of another man's opinion, which that is fucked up. I was wrong for that. So I enjoy doing this.
Yeah, there's an actual video and not just the song. If you go up, even if you want to stop it, go scroll,
I mean,
scroll up.
You can just
scroll
do the
up.
18-minute one and then just stop it where the video ends.
Keep going up, keep going. That's the video right there.
Yeah, the top one.
Yeah, that's it. So, and we can stop it after the actual song.
Yeah.
Oh, there's not a. Oh, that's pretty cool. There's not like an actual video for it. It's just his video incorporated with everybody else's, right?
Yeah. Well, no, you'll see. There's a video.
Okay.
Hey, blood don't make you family. I got brothers from different mamas and daddies. I got people who would kill for me, I'd kill for them. And we ain't never met, we just say what up on the internet. Shout out to anyone showing love in the comments. Just know I got you to the day they put me down in that coffin. If y'all got problems, I'm in your corner, together we'll solve them. It's like a family reunion when I see y'all at a concert. And my fans have my back. Hate us if your feelings don't like facts. And my fans will fight back. Beat you with the keyboard you've been using to write back. And everybody bitter that we've been doing it bigger. If you're triggered, we ain't tripping. We know you don't get the picture. We all better than ever. We got each other whenever we need a friend, and our bond is thicker than genuine leather. Me and my fans, we don't care what anybody say. Middle fingers to whoever in the way, man. Me and my fans, we gon' be together to the grave. If the game go forever and a day, man. Me and my fans, we don't even trip if they hate. I don't give in our veins, man. Me and my fans, we the Hangover Gang. Gang, 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 gang. Hey, nothing but.
Are some of those face tattoos real that people have gotten?
No, most of them I think are drawn.
Yeah,
I think a lot of them are drawn on.
He sells, or I think they're still up. They're fake, like you wet it and then you put the
like a temporary tattoo.
Yeah, temporary tattoo. He has a whole set of like his tattoos that are face tattoos.
Oh yeah, look, the little girl's got one on. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
To the grave, it's a gang till forever and a day, man. Me and my fans, we don't even trip if they hate. I don't give in our veins, man. Me and my fans, we the hangover gang. Gang, 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 gang. Hey, nothing but love and respect. You might have some cool fans, but mine are the best. We've been through it all, went to war when duty called. Never left a man behind, we move as one and super strong. I don't want followers, that implies I'm the leader. I'm not the captain, I just gave them something they can believe in. I hold the lamp in the darkness, but they're the light that I needed to see the road that we walk in between the angels and demons. And my fans have my back. Hate us if your feelings don't like facts. And my fans will fight back. Beat you with the keyboard you've been using to write back. I guess we need each other like both sides of the battery. We the army, we the homies, we the gang, we the cavalry. We're brothers and sisters, we hold it down like we gravity. Can't nobody break the bond that made us all family. Me and my fans, we don't care what anybody say. Middle fingers to whoever in the way, man. Me and my fans, we gon' be together to the grave. It's a gang till forever and a day, man. Me and my fans, we don't even trip if they hate. I don't give in our veins, man. Me and my fans, we the hangover gang. Gang, 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 gang.
I like how he edited any curse words that he used, knowing that he was gonna have people's kids in the video too. That is respectable. I definitely appreciate that from him, because I don't think people even probably noticed that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just did it. And I've never heard him edit anything so far. So the chances
he does a lot.
Yeah,
he actually does, because a lot of
him.
kids follow him, and he does it for like YouTube. Like, like honestly, you want to monetize off something, you have a bunch of curse words in your song, you're not going to get the monetization. So he definitely will edit.
Amount of reach, and he has such a vast, like, a lot of people will make fun of him because we people will be like, oh, I'm a 58-year-old woman and I hated rap until I found you, and I'm like. He opened the door for people who normally wouldn't like rap to come in and actually enjoy it, but he has a very young fan base too of kids. So.
Maybe that's why I noticed it, because I realized how many kids are listening to his music with this video to see all these. I mean, that little girl had all types of shirts, albums, teddy bears with the shirts on it. Like, that's cool. You know what I mean? So he recognizes that he's got a fan base of younger people. He's definitely going to that's pretty dope. I never noticed that he edited any of his. Now that you say it, I think I did hear it in a couple songs back where he says it, but he doesn't complete it. Right. Like, he chops it in his vocals. If that makes sense.
In actual music videos. But we've listened to a lot of Declassified today, which it's not edited, right? Because it's the actual album. So, and that but if it's more actual videos, they're almost always going to be edited.
Do you guys know anybody that you've seen in this video? Have you met any of these people at all?
I've actually met one person in this video. I was going to dinner one day at Golden Corral. And as I was walking through, I was wearing a HangOverGang hoodie. And the young kid was like, yo, is that Tom McDonald? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, I was in his My Fans video when I was a little kid. Because he was much smaller, because this video is quite old. And so, and he was in it, and he was like, I'm the one kid, blah, blah, blah. And he's towards the end, but it was funny.
And then I like how he mentions beating you with the keyboard.
You've been using it right back.
That you've been using, and then you're going to complain about it. Like, that makes sense too. We're going to use the same tools against you that have been used against us.
Gang till forever and a day, man. Me and my fans, we don't even trip if they hate. I don't give in our veins, man. Me and my fans, we the hangover gang. Gang, 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 gang. I just want you to know that I really love y'all. I'm alive to write this song, and that's because of y'all. You pulled me out of coffin, you didn't know I was locked, and showed me love when I was ready to be done, y'all. You saw something in me, I guess you see in yourselves. I'm so thankful because I needed your help. The least I can do is try to explain how.
Ain't that the dog that he had that was going through some medical issues?
Yep.
No, Naz has 9 lives like a cat. Like, that dog actually died and got brought to life. He actually has a song called Naz about that time, and I can't listen to it very often.
Well, not only that, I see the blue hair in this, and I know people give him a lot of shit for that. And I think that was the message. Like, we do what we want, we be who we want,
Yeah.
and if you don't like it, oh well, we like it. Like I see I see it for what it is. Like I don't think he thinks it's cool to have blue hair. He just likes not that. I think he, you know what I'm saying? Like he does it for himself. He doesn't do it for everybody else. Is what my
Right.
point is.
Correct.
Yeah.
Saw something in me, I guess you see in yourselves. I'm so thankful because I needed your help. The least I can do is try to explain how it felt, but I'll never find the words to sum it up very well. I just want to say thanks. I just want you to know, if you're holding my hand, I will never let go. Beside you I stand, through the rain and the snow. If you're Hangover Gang, you're home. Me and my fans, we don't care what anybody say. Middle fingers to whoever in the way, man. Me and my fans, we gon' be together to the grave. It's a gang till forever and a day, man. Me and my fans, we don't even trip in the hate. I don't give in our veins, man. Me and my fans, we the Hangover Gang. Gang, 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 gang. Me and my fans, we don't care what anybody say. Middle fingers to whoever in the way, man. Me and my fans, we gon' be together to the grave. It's a gang till forever and a day, man. Me and my fans, we don't even trip in the hate. I don't give in our veins, man. Me and my fans, we the Hangover Gang. Gang, 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 gang.
You can stop it because it'll repeat again.
Mel makes a great point because he does make fun of people with blue hair. I wonder if that's him showing like, just because I make fun of you doesn't mean I don't appreciate you. You know what I mean? Like,
Tom did different. This is older, so Tom used to like I do different color hair actually.
Yeah.
His
hair was even black at one point.
Yeah, black at one point. He had like pink braids at one
he had
point. Like
weaved in like pink that was people made fun of him. I think Ryan actually made fun of him for that.
Do you know did his political views change over the years?
I mean, I don't know if I'd say they changed, but they've evolved.
Evolved just like what I was talking about.
It was another it was a political commentator said once, like, basically like that Tom has always been in the middle, but the left moved so far left that it made everybody who was in the middle seem on the right now. You know what I mean? Like the goalpost shifted. Tom didn't really change all that much, but like as the world has been evolving and politics have been evolving and the things have been happening, the music kind of changed with it because he was addressing those things. So the crazier the world got, crazier some of the songs got. You know what I mean? So
when was this put out? What did it say, 6 years ago?
Yeah, a while ago. Yeah.
So like
that's why a lot of people in HOG love this song so much.
Probably closer to 7 years, almost.
Because
it was like
what we were talking about earlier, like with the Discord and his interaction with his fans, like I don't see very many other artists out there putting a song out dedicated to their fans, you know?
No.
And making sure that every single one of those fan videos and or pictures got put in there. If you ever have time on your hands, go back and just watch the rest of it with all of because they're talking about Tom. There's pictures of Tom. There's messages.
Oh, that's pretty cool. It doesn't. It's like videos of people like telling. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's literally so the song kind of plays over it with some of it, but there's some people talking. And all of that, which I love, a lot of the fans. So I know that meant a lot to him, but it meant a lot to other people to have all those videos included.
Yep.
Oh yeah, he's got a.
Listening to your music, you and Nova are outstanding. Who's your favorite singer?
Tom McDonald.
What's your favorite song?
Mama, I Got Baddies.
What's your second favorite song?
Butthole.
Yeah. How often do we listen to it?
Over and over and every day.
Yeah? Is that what you request every time we go in the car?
Mm-hmm.
We would love to be in your next music video. We greatly appreciate everything you do. Your music's outstanding. It really speaks to me. I'm a 100% disabled vet, and it gets me through hard times. My daughter absolutely loves it. We bond over your music. Thank you very much for everything you do, and we would love to be in your next music video. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Bye, Tom.
She's so cute.
Just be happy, butthole.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you for the 3 albums, Tom. Really appreciate it. Hangover Gang forever.
Tom McDonald made my Game of Thrones shelf. Hangover Gang forever.
Love you, man. Thank you so much for the shoes.
I got so much for say. The money made me
Everybody's so different too.
Yep.
I got bad news.
Right, man. All ears. I hope you hear exactly what I say. Man, I'm here. You said you didn't even know my name, dog. So here, I'll say it so you don't forget it.
HangOverGang.
We love you, Tom.
I mean, they do say that HOG is the army, baby.
Woo! Hey, Tom. I'm glad to be a part of the Hangover Gang fam. I don't have any of my merch on me right now because I'm at work, but I'm always jamming to your new CD. I love it.
Hey, my name is Austin. We currently don't have power, but I just wanted to go ahead and show my framed Tom McDonald CDs. Got every single one you picked up, man.
What up? Damn, how powerful is that? That dude said, I don't even have no power right now, but I'm going to make this video.
Hey, my name is Austin. We currently don't have power, but I just wanted to go ahead and show my framed Tom McDonald CDs. Got every single one you picked up, man.
What up, fam? Michael here in Wisconsin. Tom chilling out behind me with the CDs. Tom, Nova, thank you for all the amazing artwork you guys put out. It helps me so much. Much love to the rest of the fam. Hangover Gang forever. Peace.
I just want you to know that I am a huge fan, and I also have tattoo your lyrics from Castle, and I saw you in Orlando in October, so love you.
Hey, Tom McDonald, man, you're awesome. We got all your 3 albums right here.
Well, it's cool to see this because they're all so different. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't really, there's not a box you could say, well, that's a Tom McDonald fan.
Right. Well, no, and what's even funny, I think you kind of might have skipped over it, but he even has one that's from Africa.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That talks, I think it's towards the beginning. Like, then you have like this song.
You don't even trip. I don't go in our veins, man. Me and my fans. We the Hangover Gang. Gang, 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 gang.
In a world where hip-hop has been taken over by greedy corporations, seeking to poison the minds of our youth with violence and drugs, one man stands apart and refuses to bow down to these corporate overlords. He is Tom McDonald.
Hey Tom, we just want to say thank you for sending these. We got them actually pretty fast. And thanks for making music, and we love it. Keep it up.
Hey Tom, what's happening, man? You changed my life for the good, and I'm 2 months sober because of you.
That's wild.
Hangover Gang from Cape Town, South Africa.
Yeah.
We love you, Tom! Hangover Gang for life.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you, Nova.
Thank you, Nova.
We love you guys.
What are you doing, babe?
What?
What are you doing?
Listening to the GOAT?
Don't you ever get tired of his music?
Never.
Yo, Tom, love you, man. Keep up the work and keep up what you're doing.
Hangover Gang for life. Love you, Tom.
We love you, Tom McDonald. Our favorite song is Buttholes and White Trash.
What's up, Tom? From the dad from Port Richey who provided, me and my kid provided just a little bit of additional security for you. Man, I just want to say I love what you're doing.
That's not far from me. This dude's not, he's about an hour away.
Every song in one way or another hits me. Just keep doing what you're doing, bro. I love what you do. Peace.
Just keep doing what you're doing, man. I love your music.
Hangover Gang, gang, gang.
What up, Jimmy?
Jimmy, we're playing more of that gangster rap.
McDonald is the best rapper in the world. I listen to his music every day.
Who are you?
Calm down.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. I never knew about this. I appreciate you guys showing me this video because it definitely opens my eyes a little bit to, you know, he's not just out here making political rap songs. Obviously, if he's connecting to the youth, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, he really is. Well, and that's like, I love this song too, especially because it does kind of show like his devotion to his fan base and the fans' devotion to him, and like that's why a lot of us are so like such hardcore loyal fans, is because we are more like a family, more like friends.
That makes sense. It does. It really does.
What up, Jimmy?
Yeah,
Love
what
you.
up, Jimmy?
SMG Jimmy in the house.
You know, I think it would be really cool. I doubt it'll ever happen, but I wish that they would have accepted Tom in the country rap lane a little bit more early on, because it would have been cool to see what it would have been with him working with some of these dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so I'm hoping it's not like not too late, not past, like, because I think, like I said, like Adam, Trailer Made, even like Broadnax, and you know all those guys, all those big names. Like he's worked with Demon Jones, he's worked with Struggle. Like I know he can do it. Like I know it can mesh. It would just be awesome to see kind of the country rap lane revitalized.
bro, I've heard people say, "What is it gonna take to save country rap?" And what I'll say is this: could you imagine Adam and Tom do a collab album and start pulling a lot of these country rappers onto that album?
Get out of our head, Kurt.
Package it good, get a nice little rollout, get shorts, get everything, and push that thing for like 6 months, dude. It would go crazy, and I think the world would get to see the talent behind. Because I don't care what anybody says. I wouldn't classify Tom as a country rapper, but I think he's singing to the same audience. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think there's still people that listen to country rap that gravitate towards Tom's music because of the message in the music. So that would be dope.
SMG Jimmy on a hook.
Dude, SMG Jimmy and Tom would be fire together. I know it would be.
Dude, that would be insane.
Hey,
Thinking
Jimmy,
about
never
it,
say never.
even like the goats like Chad Arms. Chad Arms is like one of the OGs of the lane. I couldn't imagine like a Chad Arms Tom McDonald track, or like a Hard Target Tom McDonald track. Like that would be as good as a writer as Hard Target is. Like that dude is. Just imagine the production level of Hard Target with his writing capabilities, and then the production capability of Tom McDonald with his writing capabilities, and clashed into one track.
And Nova and Breadwin on a video together.
Man.
Well, not only that, but Target also makes beats, and Tom makes. Could you imagine like some of the shit? I mean, you said production.
Yeah, they're both. They both produce the whole thing along the way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that would be dope to see together. But
we
we have a wishful thinking, right? We have a whole list of people we would love to see Tom work with.
Yeah,
but we don't have no poll.
Like, but
we would think
it
it'd
to
be
be
great.
like Adam and like the Trailer Made guys, like to get Target, Simple Man, TJ, fucking Jimmy. Like I would love to see him work with some of these people, and I don't know. I think the lane could definitely use it, just like almost like a. In a way, like a fresh start, I guess.
Revamp.
Like just to re-energize it, restart it up without all the drama. You know, like
you're
just gonna have those. Like I've even noticed the Creek Squad haters have like died down a lot in comment sections, or more on YouTube, I guess. At least on ours. I agree, but that's lightning striking twice. I already got lucky getting the Joey track.
Yeah.
Hey,
I think if anybody can change that, is gonna be Adam. Like I hope he stays on that level mindset through this and really pushes it, because I think that could be the catalyst that pushes everything into a different realm.
Right.
You know, I don't know Tom McDonald's stance on Burden. I don't know what in Burden's stance on Tom McDonald, but I would listen to a political track with those two on it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm pretty sure they're not.
They're not cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there was like, I think
there was an incident.
There was an incident where like, I guess.
Oh yeah, I
like
do
Burden
remember
came
that
to
at a show
or something.
Yes,
but apparently,
yes.
like, so somebody else who was at that show, like not an artist, an individual who was there to see the show, spoke up in our chat when we had talked about it once, and they said that they were there and Burden was drunk and acting a fool, and so the guy who was like, I don't know if he's a promoter, but the guy who was like setting up the show, running everything, he kicked him out, and like Tom wouldn't get him back in or whatever. And so Burden was saying, like, after that incident though, I think when Mad Child kind of heard about the drama and stuff, like he wouldn't, like they were supposed to work together, and I think they ended up not working together.
Maddie pulled it.
Yeah. And so he, instead of blaming it on Mad Child for pulling it, he blamed it on Tom. You know, saying that he was like gatekeeping people, but like I don't know if he really knows Mad Child, but I don't think Mad Child is going to be gatekeeped by anybody.
No. I'll say this though, Burden's going through a transformation of trying to get sober, right? Yeah. And I've watched the journey on the internet, and I would wonder that maybe if alcohol, because I heard you say he was drunk at a show, acting a fool. I wonder if, you know, man, dude, that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, because I like a lot of Burden stuff.
Oh yeah, man, I couldn't imagine.
Yeah, he's
that.
definitely not untalented, that's for sure. So I don't know if we'll ever see that happen. DM said that they had a misunderstanding. Everything can be fixed with conversation.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
for sure.
And especially if he is getting sober, I commend him on that because, I mean, like, you know, I got sober a couple years ago, stopped drinking because I don't like the way I act. Like, I don't like who I become when I'm under the influence of alcohol. And I always make bad choices for the most part. So, you know, people can change. Alcohol will definitely change you. Drugs
100%.
in general, substances will change you to an extent, you know. Even if it's something simple, like you're normally a super productive person, but you smoke weed and now all of a sudden you're a lazy ass, right? Like,
Right.
you know, but it changes you, and alcohol specifically definitely enhances a lot of bad qualities, I think, in people when they get drunk. That's why Justin Time has gotten sober now. You know what I mean? Look how elevated his life has become already just by cutting that out. And we just saw him at the rave, and like I've seen Justin perform a handful of times now, and sometimes he couldn't even really like perform because he was so drunk. But like this was a whole different person.
Yeah, I'm like
on
sober
stage.
fucking Justin rocks
No, he killed
on stage.
it.
Like,
Killed it.
Yes.
How old is Tom?
Tom is
38. Well, he'll be 38 in September.
Yeah.
Same age. September what?
September 21st.
Oh my God, bro. That is great. He was born in 87 then, huh? No, he was born in 88. I was born in 87 and my birthday is September 26th.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's
Libras,
crazy.
lucky Libras.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah,
why.
and Nova just turned 38.
Yeah.
Her birthday was the 22nd.
Mm-hmm. Of this.
How long do you see him going? How long do you see Tom still doing this for?
I think he's definitely got a few more years in him.
Yeah, as long as he wants. I know that they're talking about wanting a family, so who knows what that might look like for him after he has like kids. So.
Oh, that could change everything. That
that's what I'm
music could
saying,
even
yeah.
get really good though.
Yeah.
No, for sure. And he's always like wanted to have kids. So, you know, like when he talks about his girlfriend having an abortion.
I know that was hard to hear. Yeah.
That was a tough
and that's why like when people hear him say it different times and you know in different songs, you're like that's why those particular lines always hit because he means that shit.
Yeah.
Because he lived it.
He was 18 and he wanted to keep the baby. Like he had planned, he had already talked to his parents, told his parents about it. He wanted to step up and be a dad, and she just like basically showed up at his house and was like, "I got rid of it."
That's sad, dude. That's horrible.
And so that's why when he says stuff about abortion, like that's what he means. He
means it, like to his soul,
because it affected him personally. You know what I mean? A lot of the stuff he talks about is stuff that does affect him personally, but. You know, and that's a lot of that is why I have the stance that like, because a lot of women when it comes to abortion say they want equality, they want, you know, whatever, but that's not true. You want special treatment because if we wanted to make it fair and equal, then fathers would have just as many rights
have
as
it
mothers
just as
do.
much choice, right?
If a woman wants to keep a baby, the man is stuck with paying child support whether he wants it and it's good for him or not. If the woman wants to kill it but the father wants to keep it, it doesn't matter. She has all the choice. Women have all the power and all the choices. So when they say don't have choice over their own bodies, bullshit. You have the right to keep your legs fucking shut and not get pregnant. There's so many different forms of free contraceptives that you can use. There's no reason. There should be very few people accidentally getting pregnant.
Right.
And like if you don't want to have a kid, if it's not good for your life, then practice protective sex, practice abstinence. Like it's possible. I went 4 years without any nookie. Okay.
Yeah.
If I didn't die or go crazy, nobody else will. Like
yeah, that's true.
You know. So it's like. So when it comes to that, I mean, and like I'm not the type of person, like I don't think it has to be my way or the highway. I'm willing to meet back in the middle where we used to be first trimester, but there's at least 6 or 7 states that allow abortion up to the moment of birth.
And California was one of them, right?
Yeah, like freaking long-term or like late-term abortions, they allow them. It doesn't matter. Like they'll even if a baby is born alive, when they try and abort it, they'll just let it die. You know what I mean? And to me, I'm not okay with that. So, but I'm willing to compromise. You know, within the first trimester, I get it. You know, accidents happen. People make dumb mistakes, especially under alcohol. We already talked about that. But like, to me, it's like just be honest about what it is. It's a special privilege to be able to kill a human being because it's inconvenient.
I totally agree with this statement. I was just getting ready to say that.
If a woman can choose to abort, a man should be able to choose not to be responsible for the baby. 100%.
100%. I agree
with that. I think a man should be able to opt out of a baby's life just the way a woman can, because they are holding the bag for the entire thing, no matter what. They're either heartbroken that they didn't get a choice to keep their child, or they're put in a world of hurt where their money is being confiscated to pay for a child that they didn't want to have. And so the woman has all the power when it comes to that. Fathers have almost no rights.
You know what drives me nuts is it said we're one nation under God, but we got 50 state lines with 50 different state laws. If that's the case, it should be universal. Like there shouldn't be 6 states that allow this and 7 states that kind of allow that and 20 states that don't allow it whatsoever. If we come to an understanding that it shouldn't happen across the board. Yeah. Then you wouldn't have third world countries like California over there doing all the craziest things that they do. And the rest of the nation is like, what are you guys talking about? We don't do that here. And then that's when that judgment is created on that state and that group of people based off of what they do compared to what we do. You know what I mean? So how can we be one nation under God if half of the country is doing it one way and the other half of the country is doing it? It goes back to what Tom's saying. They're creating that divide intentionally in order to keep us apart. If they broke all the state lines and just called this the United States of America, you're out west, you're out east, you're down south, and there was no states, nobody would argue. Everybody would just be like, hey, what up, buddy from the west or buddy from the east? It would not be, oh, fuck California, screw you. I was born in Arizona, and the way that Arizona is completely different from how it is in Florida. You know what I'm saying? So that's weird to me. You know, it shouldn't be that way.
Right.
But
no, I disagree. And
why don't I listen to like a couple weeks of Tom? I'll go to work and I'll throw on a couple, and then we'll come back in like a few weeks and I'll show you guys songs that I liked from it.
Ooh, yeah.
That'd be cool.
I like that.
That would be cool.
Yeah, because you can like anything on Declassified, but also, I mean, you can also listen to the other 2 albums or whatever, and we can discuss songs you like that we can't necessarily play, because there's a lot of hidden nuggets on there. Like I really want him to hear Guest in Hip Hop.
I know, but I want to watch him do that one. So we'll have to like do that.
Yeah, I'll save that one then. What's it called? Guest in Hip Hop.
Yeah. So because that one doesn't have a video, we can't listen to it live. But like I want to see your face when you listen to it. So,
yeah, for sure.
So don't.
Yeah, we can always record them too, like how they have the StreamYard recording thing. We could always record them and just literally talk about them because you can't play them obviously, and then we could do something like that. That would be dope.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
I appreciate
we'll talk about it. Come with a plan. No, it's right up our alley. It's what we love to do. You know.
Carol Lacey, thank you for allowing me to come up here and doing this with me and spending your Sunday with me. It was fun.
Oh yeah, super fun. Super fun. Well, I think I'm gonna go use the restroom, and then I have to go pick up my grocery order soon.
Yay!
There you go. Get it done. I'm gonna go find something to eat and probably do that. So I'm gonna go swimming. I think.
I want to go swimming. I can't go swimming until my tattoo heals. But.
Well, thank you again, chat. Thank you. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you soon.
See you later.
See ya.
See ya.
All right. Let me... This one, I think. I'm going to add that one in there. And just chat. All right, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed that as much as we did. I actually, that might be one of my favorite, I think, that we have done.
Yeah, that was super fun.
But, you know, it's always fun listening to Tom. And also, it's fun getting to see people listen to some of the songs for the first time that we have listened to so many times. But him hearing it for the first time, that's always super fun.
Yes. But we'll definitely reconvene and see what else and have another conversation soon with Kurt. And we appreciate his time as well.
Yeah.
And I think that we're going to close it out just because Carol's really got to go tinkle. But love you guys. It was very, very fun today.
Yeah.
And we appreciate you. And we appreciate the chat for you guys talking to each other. I know we weren't in the chat very much, but that's sometimes hard to do. And we were very engaged today. So with our guests, but thank you guys very much. Love you so much. And we'll see you later.
Peace out, y'all.
We at the fly now, for the fuck around. I'ma stand on 10 up or down.